Are we live? Okay, we are live. Wait till we get a couple people showing up. Hey, let me change. Can I actually get my microphone in front of my face? That might help. Maybe just a little bit. Okay. There we go. So my mic's actually somewhere where I can pick up my voice. Lovely. Okay, news. That's good. And okay, that. Oh, hello. Apparently there's a viewer. I'm not sure if that's just my own personal preview or if that is legitimately someone viewing. If it is someone legitimately there, hello. Bear with me while I fix this annoying mic stand, which I don't have a counterweight on. It desperately needs a counterweight because my mic is kind of heavy, which is slightly annoying. Let's see, is there something I have that I can use as a counterweight? I bet you there's something around here I could just tie to the other side of it so my mic doesn't keep falling over like it always does. Pardon the interruption. Right on. You know, while we're waiting, I'm just going... What the heck? Let's put up Mario Kart and I'll just play a couple of regular rounds while I'm waiting for things that happen worldwide versus my standard combination. Now I will confess I am a horrible player. This is why I'm more of a dev and less of a player. Oh, and we're spectating. Great. So I don't have to show you my alpha playing for a while. This is all going on the record. It's on the internet. It is always on the record. Alright, what do we want to do here? What we want to do is wait for people to show up. Suppose that might be a good thing. Still a little bit. Tail controls. I'm gonna... Alright, let's see if I'm actually any good still. It's been a long time since I've played. Heck, it's been a long time since my Wii U's been used for anything except Linux. Oh. Hey, actually, what the heck? Okay. I should not have done that. I will take that, thank you very much. Alright, we will have that. Oh hey, mushroom. I've never actually tried a mushroom here before, but that's quite useful actually. Save that for later. Ah, some for the windows hitting right in my eye right now. Lovely. Really needed to bump you there. Okay, where are you gonna put it? Put it down, Rain. I know you're going to put it down. Was that the worst place to put a banana? Push it. Oh! Thank you, banana. Double? Yeah, there you are. Let's see if we can get back actually somewhere on track. Right, there is a double mushroom being straight up there. Ooh, yes. Thank you very much. That's called a cheap move. That is called a very cheap move. But what the heck. Oh boy. Don't worry, I actually know how to run that. Got fairly good at it a while when I used to regularly run Mario Kart. Alright, here we go. Over the top. Right hand side. Someone took down the center already, so let's see if I can recover with the shell. No. No dice. This is bad, 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 very bad. Not to quote Michael Jackson, but bad. Not my worst start, though. Don't know why I went up there, it's just a waste of time. Continuous drift. Set the angle. Around there. That needs to be pretty tight. I don't know if I made it. Oh, just barely, just barely. Slightly faster, I believe, not to take the fly zone here. That's what it does. I should have saved one more mushroom, I believe. But I'm going to see if I can save this for the second hidden fly zone. One, two, or get stuck and have to use it right away. Shucks. That's a nice consistent route. Yeah, practically every time we run this I've actually had mushrooms, so... Oh hey! Hello, who's ever actually started watching? No? No? Bueller? Like the Star Trigger. At least we can knock out somebody. And I'm hitting walls left, right, and center. Thanks, that was mine. Oh, hello, Lyra. How are things going? Over on the other side of the internet. How's life going on the other side of the internet? Alright, so I will be starting development work in a little bit, but I've got a little bit of time before I'm going to go on. Oh hey, you've got PPSSPP working, nice! Yeah, I've never really gotten to the PSP scene, so I don't really have a lot of experience with a lot of Sony consoles. That sounds like a lot of fun though. Curious, how's the performance of PPSSPP? I haven't read a lot into it, but I'm not sure if they got a Dynarec working or not. I don't think they have a Dynarec working. Oh. Hang on a second, apparently I've got some stream settings wrong. Let me reset the stream quick. Apologies, we'll be down for a minute. Alright, stream should be back up. Let's just keep playing a couple more online rounds until we get a couple more people here. So you know what am I thinking? I should... Oh, where do you see that they have JIT? Just in time, because just in time compilation usually implies a Dynarec. I bet you it's probably somewhere on the Wii U Hack subreddit. I'll take a quick look-see over there, if my mouse would actually behave. PPSSPP reaches Wii U. Let's take a look. Aha, thank you. Take a look at that GitHub quick. GitHub.com/that one slash in there. Oh, whoa. So 19 days ago, JIT works now. Okay, wow, so they actually got a JIT working. I am darn impressed. That's no easy feat. Oh, Electrodrome? Okay. You know, there's quite a few people still trying to get a similar Meepus Dynarec. PSP is based off Meepus architecture, isn't it? So if they got that working for, actually no, I could be wrong. PSP might be ARM. No, it's PS1 that is Meepus based. The PSP is ARM based, I think. I'm gonna have to look that up in a minute. Wait, yes, yes, the PSP is Meepus based? Hey! So potentially you might be able to take some of that work over into the N64 work and... Ah, right, it's the Vita that's ARM. Right. Okay. Now, what I would love to do right now, unrelated to PPSSPP, for this year, I'd love to have a couple other Linux Wii U devs on board live, so we could talk with each other and actually bounce a couple ideas off the wall. But unfortunately, it's looking like that's probably not going to happen because time zones are absolutely annoying. I'm based out of Central Time Zone, United States, and we have Quark's based somewhere out of Australia, as far as I know, and I have no idea where RW is based out of, so all I know is that it's basically midnight for him, so that's a no-go. And Blue Shell Fun. There we go, Mario Kart. Mario Kart, you are lovely as always. Thank you very much. Okay. So, after we finish Mario Kart, after we get some more people on board, today's stream, we'll be actually looking at the new Linux Wii U install solution, since that's been a real pain in the butt for a lot of people trying to actually install it from the raw Debian image. And I'm not entirely sure about this, but the Win32 disk imager image that, like, I know the tarball's okay, it has its issues, but it's okay. But I'm fairly certain that the Win32 disk imager image may have issues, which, that's my fault. If there are, that's my fault, because I literally just generated that off of whatever I had running on my Wii U config. So, for all I know, it could be riddled with issues. At the same time, it might not be. So, we will see. What's the time? 5:22 p.m.? We've got a couple more minutes before we're due to start. What is going on with my mouse? I can't actually mouse anywhere. That's lovely. Okay. Alright, couple more rounds. Ah, communication error. Lovely. So, Lyra, you said you were playing Ape Escape on PPSSPP, so... is Ape Escape full speed yet, or is it about, like, what sort of speeds are we getting for that? I know you mentioned not all of them are full speed yet. Oh, that one is full speed. Awesome. So, this is interesting. So we're getting full speed PSP working on the Wii U now. So, after that, I'm curious as to how far away we are from seeing an N64 Dynarect coming to it. Because that's what a lot of people I know have been waiting for, and if it's based off the Maples architecture, we potentially might get something pretty fast out the box. And if we're running it, it's going to be a huge different beast depending on if you run it on the bare metal off Cafe OS or if you try to run it on top of Linux. So, running an emulator on top of Linux is horrible right now. I mean, I could show you my... I have gotten an FCEUX, the FCEUX, the NES emulator running on top of Linux, but it's very bad. But if you run it on top of Cafe OS on the bare metal, and potentially, say, offload the recompilation to a separate core, that might be potentially interesting. I don't know, I don't know if that's even possible. I'm kind of talking out my rear here, but there's a lot of interesting things you can do with the Wii U having multiple cores and whatnot, and a lot of annoying things about that, which right now Quark the Awesome is in charge of potentially implementing multiprocessing for Linux Wii U, and that is proving to be a huge annoyance. Just because I don't know how much you know about this, but there is a large bug in the Wii U's multiprocessing SMP implementation, where, let's see, what's the best way to sum this up? There's each core can, they can sort of reserve an area of memory and say, okay, I'm writing to this and reading from this, so basically that automatically invalidates the cache of both other cores trying to access that same area of memory. But in order to, that's called a load exclusive and store exclusive instruction, and on most of the time, like the Linux kernel, libpthread, and a lot of other binaries with that compiled statically, and they assume that you could just use the load exclusive and store exclusive instruction directly and to create those and use those reservations. However, the Wii U's SMP implementation has a glaring bug which requires you to flush the cache explicitly after every load or store exclusive instruction. And the proper way to fix that is to fix the compiler and recompile literally everything just for the Wii U. Which I don't want to do, and we don't want to have to host our own repo, and it would just be a huge nightmare, and it would break a lot of things. So, yeah, we're trying not to do that if at all possible. There may be some other solutions. Yeah, it is pretty bad. So, Quark was actually looking into a solution based off of the dynamic linker. Since if you have binaries that are dynamically linked, those will likely access those instructions through libpthread or the Linux kernel, which we're compiling the kernel from scratch anyway, and we can recompile libpthread just for the Wii U. That's not as huge of a deal. Still annoying, but it's not as huge of a deal. Oh, Cheeseland, okay. But even if you do libpthread and all, you still have the issue of anything that's statically linked, because the dynamic linker won't even touch that. The Quark was thinking at first that you could just tell the dynamic linker to go along and basically hack the linker to go along and do some code modification on the fly. It's almost like an emulator style trick, but for the actual Linux kernel. Oh hey, we've got someone else viewing. Hello. Blow through some cheese. But yeah, so that's basically why we don't have SMP yet. Right now we're just running on Core 0 because that's relatively safe, and we're not running into any crazy bugs with that. That's banana and a mushroom, what am I thinking? But in any case, yes. So, I'm curious, does anyone out there have any interesting ideas for potentially solving the SMP bug? If you need a better write-up on it, Fail Overflow, actually, they were one of the first people to document it on their blog. I think it was Console Hacking 2013 they documented. So yeah, we've known about this bug for a long time, we just haven't had a really good way to fix it, and or need to fix it, because no one's really fully implemented Linux until now. So now that we have Linux Wii U going, we actually have a need to try and fix SMP eventually. Oh, that was fortunate. Once SMP is fixed though, so our big things we have to fix are SMP. We have to try and get the ATI drivers working properly, so we're not running off of just frame buffer. Once we have the ATI drivers working, it'll show up just as a standard graphics card. Hopefully. We don't know. Let's figure out what the crud is wrong with the Wii U SATA implementation. If it's just some weird chipset thing, or, I mean, we don't know. Quark tried just a quick little hacky generic thing. It's literally just using the AHCI generic driver built into Linux. So we don't know if the bug is because... we it's we use SATA chips that is funky, or if there's something funky with the disk drive, which I think it's the disk drive, honestly. So one thing I'd like to test is to kind of hack up the custom cable that it's inside of Wii U, like tear it apart, hack up a cable, and attach it to a standard SATA cable, potentially. And if that lets us read standard SATA drives, then we know the controller is just bog standard AHCI. But if that doesn't work, then we know we have to deal with some funny controller business, which I completely expect we might have to do, considering that the Wii U's has... I mean, we've had Endian issues for all sorts of things on the Wii U, and IRQ issues, and oh, holy cow, it gets bad. And Pork and RW know a lot more about it than I do. They've done a lot more work in that area of the development. I joined this... honestly, I joined the project a lot later than... they started a while before I was here. Yes, hello Marcelo. Yes, it is dev time. I'm 2 minutes late, but I'm waiting see if we get a couple more people in here. Yes, no, maybe so. Well, with that, I suppose, let's get started doing some dev work. Alright, proper intro everyone, drumroll. If we want to do this radio style, just do some funny, a big old hello internet. Let's just be funny. Okay, yes. Hey all, I am CompuCat, part of the Linux Wii U dev team, and as of now, we're going to start doing some work finally fixing the Linux Wii U installer solution, because what we've got right now is a huge pain in the rear. I mean, for those that don't know, I'm assuming you've all had to install Linux Wii U. What we've got right now is you literally take either a tarball image or a different image, Raspberry Pi style, dump it on a USB drive, load a different set of files onto an SD card in particular order, jam it all in there, boot it using HaxG or your favorite custom firmware loader, and then you go to town and hopefully it works. There are bugs in the image, not very many, but the image is mostly fine, honestly. The big issue is all the ABT GetHead servers are currently set to the Australian server since Quark made the first image. So we're eventually going to have to fix that. There also have heard various reports that there may or may not be issues with the Win32 disk imager image. If those are there, that's on me, because I basically took Quark's image, installed it, and I think I made that image off of a clean install, but there may be some crud from when I was getting into development there. Who knows? There might be some weird stuff. In any case, so we have a plan to fix this. Bit of a long story, but let's get into it while we start while we sped up a VM. You're gonna ask, why do we need a VM? Well, I'll show you in a second. So let's kill Mario Kart here. I'm going to turn off the Wii U for right now because we don't quite need it. Set my gamepad down. Oh, shoot. Where is it? Okay. There we go. Lovely blank desktop. Get rid of those files, I don't need that. Oh, open in Shotcut? Okay. Oh, right, I had that open in a video editor. Never mind. Okay. Anyway, so let's go. I'm running on Windows 10. I know I'm not a Linux nerd like everyone else. I do run Linux a lot of the time, but right now I have to keep Windows for some other stuff that's not fun. And some stuff that is fun, like anything music related I usually do in Windows. So I just get by with WSL and Docker and a lot of other stuff. One benefit of Windows, we have Hyper-V, which is amazing. It's really close to the middle VM host. And what we have on this VM here is something called Adelie Linux. Now, what is Adelie? Adelie Linux is... It's a on-again, off-again project. It's another Linux offshoot that claims to be kind of more accurate. But the big thing we like about it is they're actually going to try and actively support PowerPC 32-bit, which is amazing. We would love to have that for the Wii U because we're one of the few PowerPC 32-bit architectures systems remaining. So if we had that, an active distro supporting that, and not just Debian SID, that would be great. Don't get me wrong, Debian SID's wonderful. I love it. But it's not really being actively supported. It's just, here, throw some stuff out and hope it works. And it also helps that the devs for... Oh, what is my cursor doing? Oh, my mouse is just being really weird today. It helps that the devs for Adelie Linux are really not... They're really friendly, they're cool. So, we've been getting in touch with them. What does this all have to do with the installer? I get off topic really easily. Adelie Linux, there's a project called Horizon to create a new install system for them so they wouldn't have to rely on something else. That eventually kind of just got scrapped. It didn't really get scrapped, it just kind of got dropped because they didn't have enough people to keep working on it. But we've got the Linux Wii U dev team. We kind of need an installer like that, and it seems to work fairly well. So we're going to try and get Horizon up and running, see what we could do with it. Before we can do that, though, we need an Adelie Linux VM. So let's let's reset this VM and see what we've got. We're in Hyper-V. I have a live CD ISO up and running. So let's see. Can I zoom that in anymore? That's awfully tiny. Can everyone see that all right? I'm just gonna make that bigger. 150%. There we go. Welcome to Adelie Linux Live CD. So let's go to root. Now, I did already prepare a rootfs for this. So if we mount dev sd random, thanks. Dev SDA1 as target. SDA1 is actually a physical hard drive I have. I have an entire... I just threw a random hard drive at this because why not? So I could just pull this out and boot it on a physical system. CD target. So this is actually a full Adelie Linux rootfs. It's got a couple of issues. That's too bad. 144p, yeah. 144p is going to be kind of hard to read most anything. Actually, what is my resolution? What am I actually streaming at? I might be streaming at 720p 60, which is kind of bad for dev work. You know what? Hang on, guys. I'm gonna quickly reset the stream so I'm not streaming at 720p 60. That's okay resolution, but it's a little low for high tech. So I'm gonna reset this to 1080p 30. Give me a sec. And holy cow, that OBS, will you behave? So OBS just decided to kill all my templates because I switched resolutions. Herder. So Let's reset that to something more sane. There we go. Okay, so you know, now that's a little better. Oy. So, it's the Adelie Linux virtual machine. So if I go, here's the big issue with my rootfs I've got right now. Anyway, they use a package manager called APK. It's the same package manager that I believe Android uses. I'm not sure, but I'm fairly certain Android uses APK. So if we go, let's get out of here. APK root target update. Oh, I suppose I should bring up the Ethernet first. DHCP CD ETH0, I believe the syntax is. Should work. Yeah, I know Android uses APK files. I'm fairly certain it's the same. They're talking about the same APK, but I'm not sure, so don't hold me to that. But I'm fairly sure it's the same APK they're talking about. If we do, so let's see, did our Ethernet actually go up? Ping Google. Oh. Well, that's lovely. Numlock. The numlock light is reversed on this VM. That's a new one. So my numlock light on my keyboard is off right now, but apparently the VM thinks numlock is on. Lovely. Alright, any case. 8.8.8.8 is up, just to be sure DNS is fine. Ping google.com. Yes, okay. So our VM's internet is up. So let's actually try running APK update. APK root target. This should tell APK to use my mounted rootfs as the target instead of the actual live CD's rootfs. Update. And lo and behold, what happens? It works? The heck? Okay, that's a new one. And YouTube is complaining about my stream not having enough keyframes. Excuse me, I do have enough keyframes. Hello? Okay. So let's do keyframe every second. Apply, okay. That should, okay. YouTube should be a bit happier now. Okay, so apparently the issue I was having earlier where that was not working is now solved. Just want to make sure my syntax is right. That should be root. Okay, so either works? Okay. Okay, so the bug I was going to show you all guys, I was going to show you all a bug where apparently anything involving APK would fail because of SSL errors, but it looks like they fixed that server side. So let's actually go and install the package I was missing. I had an issue. The reason I hadn't really done any Horizon work yet, or work on the Linux Wii U dev work, is I need an Adelie Linux install to really properly start getting into Horizon. And in order to get Adelie Linux working, I needed to actually get a rootfs booted, and it wouldn't even boot. Because apparently there weren't any kernel modules installed. And you kind of need kernel modules in order to read ext4. So, yeah, that's a minor problem. Anyway, I think we could do it as apk root target add easy kernel modules. I think that's how they package it. Go. Hey, first try. Fingers crossed. Come on. Mod. Yep. Okay. In theory, we should have a bootable Adelie Linux installed now running on my hard drive. What do you say we give it a shot? Let's eject the ISO and reboot. Oh, I should have removed the ISO after. Ah, well. It's gonna throw a bunch of errors. The heck? Let's just reset this machine. This should boot into Grub. Yep, there's Grub. Adelie new Linux. Now let's see if it actually boots. Oh, lovely. We got a kernel panic, and there's another random bug. I think this is a bug with Hyper-V, where it just sends random serial stuff. So, yep, that didn't fix it. Bugger. Well, reset. Let's try it again for good measure. You should see the lights on my keyboard are going. Lights on my keyboard are going absolutely crazy because of Linux. Linux tries to blink all of your keyboard LEDs to signify a kernel panic. In this case, that just causes my keyboard lights to go crazy. I'm going to click out the window so it doesn't try to send things. Yep, unable to mount Rootfest. That's the same issue I was having before. That's weird. And what's also weird is, YouTube still thinks I'm sending it a bad stream, but I'm already sending you. I've already fixed that, YouTube. So what are you doing? This is what happens when your dev PC breaks. You have to reset a bunch of configurations, and all of your streaming stuff decides to break on you. That's lovely. So, this is going to be a whole lot of random debugging time. Whoop-de-doo. This is what you get in the Linux Wii U dev streams, everyone. Random debugging that might or may not even be related to Linux Wii U. Okay. So, I'm gonna kill the stream one sec, guys. So, hopefully YouTube will stop complaining at me. Give me 1 second, I'll be right back. I'll type this in chat too in case this doesn't show up. Okay, let's ship it back up. Should be at least. No CPU issues. Okay. You know, if YouTube is, just let me know if the stream starts doing anything wacky. Just type stuff in chat, spam in the chat if things start going wacky on stream. Because YouTube's saying that it's unhappy, but it seems to be sending frames out fine to everyone? Question mark, question mark, question mark? Alright, Lara, good. So you could see it at least. Okay, Linux, that's great. Random and it's done. We really need to know that after our kernel's already panicking. That's so important. Okay. So, let's go reset. Let's boot back into the live city and see if we can figure this out. Insert disk. Adelie live. Reset. Boop. Alright, so root. Okay, so now numlock is back to normal. Okay, so here's what I think we're gonna do. Let me pull up a new Chrome tab. So Adelie Linux has they posted a guide a while back on what they consider to be their quote-unquote official install process for their official process for manual installing Adelie. So let's wipe the drive and try just making a rootfs from scratch and see if I did some wacky thing. I mean, it should be pretty straightforward to make a rootfs. It's basically just throwing a bunch of packages on there and telling Grub where to go. But something just seems to be really weird. So I don't trust my rootfs right now. ls DHCP CD eth0. So we have internet in the VM. Oh gasp, you all know my IP address. Bah bah bah. Oh no. Well, so many people freak out about it. It's just your internal IP address. Unless you happen to know exactly which network I'm on, you're not gonna get my IP. Okay, that was really stupid. Alright, in any case, let's see. I believe it's makefest, ext4 dev sda1. Yes, it contains an sd4 file system. Let's get rid of it and create a new one. Hey, 6 viewers. World record. Wait while that creates ext4. Okay, that's done. So with that, we can mount dev sda1 as target, and now target should be blank. Well, there's just lost found. That's fine. Okay, so that's where we're going to set up our Adelie rootfs. Done all that. Create this guy. On the right hand side, we've got what Adelie wants us to do. So even if I theoretically should know what needs to happen, but I'm just going to follow Adelie's process word for word just to make sure I'm not doing something really stupid and causing it to not boot. So we don't need additional partitions for our home boot user. I'm just going to use it all on one giant partition. That's fine. So now you need to configure APK. Make directory p target etc. APK copy cursive APK keys target etc. APK. Now this might be where a step is wrong. I don't think this is an issue anymore, but potential issue. What that command there does is copies the APK keys that are on the live CD to the new rootfs. Now, if there were issues with the live, if there was any server reconfiguration, that might invalidate the keys that are already on the live CD. So, who knows? We might have issues with that. I don't think so. We might though. In any case, APK root target. So now we need to initialize the database in a db add. Alright, okay. No, you didn't install anything because I didn't tell you to install anything. That's good. Then we just set up what repositories exist. Repositories, target, alright, APK. This is why I like debootstrap, because debootstrap most of the time just once it actually gets all the packages, you debootstrap, you set up fs tab, and usually you get a pretty nice out of the box Debian installation. That's what Horizon's supposed to do, but Horizon's obviously is not done, so we have to set up Adelie by hand for now, which is not a huge deal. It's just kind of annoying when it doesn't work and you have no idea why. So, okay, APK root target. Now that we know what, that APK knows what repositories to look through, let's update. Yep, so it's seeing all nearly 4,500 packages. So that's a good sign. Internet's working, its SSL's working fine, so that's a really good sign. So I'm not screwing anything up there. Next up, let's install a crap ton of packages. Okay, root, target, add. A lot of the packages are encapsulated in this mega package Adelie base. There's also bash, bin sh, that's kind of important, smtp, the open rc, sys5 init. Get all those in quick. 69 packages, holy cow. Oh yeah, I should probably mention, if you guys have any random, there's gonna be a lot of sitting waiting around for stuff to install, stuff to load. Hopefully I don't have to do any kernel compilation because I'm not planning on it, but who knows, we might have to. So any of that's gonna take a while, even with my new PC. So if you got any questions, comments, random about Linux with you, just toss them out there in the chat, and I'll do the best I can to answer them. Some stuff I would definitely need to deflect to Quark or RW, but I will try to answer as many questions as you guys have, because I've got. There's going to be a lot of waiting around here. Okay, so got the base packages in. Let's finish setting up the init system. Copy PRR. I need to double check what those flags do. Let's actually double check that quick. Man CP. No man CP. C help. That's going to be huge. Pipe to less. So what are the actual flags used here? Capital P, capital R, lowercase r. Never follow symbolic links. That's pretty normal. Why does it have both capital R and lowercase r? Those are redundant, I think. Both of them just are recursive. What? See, right here. I don't have Quark's. Actually, no. If any of you have seen Quark's stream, let's get the red bar of justice up here. Can I just get a shape? Color source? That's it. Oh, hey there. Hey. Okay, that's not the size I want it. With height 20? There we go. Alright, so if Quark's red bar, if you have a look about here, big R, capital R and lowercase r should have the same effect as recursive, yet Adelie's asking me to do both. Whatever, I'm not going to worry too much about that. Ah well, let's just keep going. In any case, let's get out of the less and the help file. Copy PERR target user share open the run levels target etc. run levels. So that's just gonna get all our default run levels in there. Copy the shells target. It's just copying a bunch of generic setup files from the live CD onto the target FS. Now the kernel. I'm fairly sure I may have forgotten easy kernel modules the first time around, so let's actually get that in there. The modules are kind of important and to install a lot of stuff. Actually, that's a huge understatement. They are pretty much the core of accessing a lot of stuff beyond the kernel, because in Linux we don't have a ton of modules. We've basically compiled everything statically in. With most of the Linux distros, that doesn't work. You have to have your modules right away. Okay. Chat, we need to give this VM a host name. I was going to give it some boring host name, but what do you all think? Can we do better than just some boring host name? I'm just gonna set it as some boring host name for now. If you guys got any better ideas, shout them out, because I really don't want to call this VM some boring host name. Well, it might help if I actually type echo. That might help. Okay. APK root. Okay, we need DHCP for networking. And, well, we need a lot of networking packages, so let's get those quick. Root target and netifrc. Do we need the documentation? Why not? Gonna take another second. DHCP-CD, that's only slightly important. The sarcasm is strong today. Alright. So that'll give us our networking. And setting up music accounts. We don't need wireless. This is a VM, it's just gonna be virtually hardwired. Mount B dev target dev mount T proc target proc mount T sysfs on target sys. Alright, here we go. Root. Change root into target. And now we're in our rootfs, which is starting to look pretty complete. So, password for the root. Super secret password. I mistyped that. Super secret password. Password update successfully. Okay, that's good. I'm not going to create a user account. We're going to play fast and loose, do everything from root. I just want to get this up and running for now. Alright. Okay, so get a couple of services running right out of the box. Okay, now it works. So now we have udev running, which udev is basically, for those who don't know Linux that well, udev lets us, it manages all of our devices as soon as you hot plug them, so that's very important. Got that in, and it's a VM, but I definitely want SSH, so in case I have to backdoor in from a different console. Why not? APK add. We don't have to use the option root this time since we're already rooted in. So open SSH. Update add SSH default. So SSH should start right up. There may be issues later because I'm having SSHing in it. You know what? Let's create a user account because SSH doesn't like SSHing as root by default, and I can't be bothered to try to figure out which file I need to change right now. So let's just add user. Oh no, user add. You know, I'm lazy. Let's do it later. Exit. So no, we do need to root in. So now we have to install grub. Bootloader time. APK. No, that's wrong machine. APK add grub and grub BIOS. This should give us the basics we need to install grub 2. I wonder if we can skip grub and boot just directly from UEFI. I don't think we can. Can we? I don't think so, sadly. That would be wonderful. Let's check out what they're talking about. their primary bootloader they're recommending is just syslinux. That's interesting. Okay, new plan. Let's just try like going straight syslinux. Screw grub. Okay, add syslinux. Boot is SDA1. Yep, that is exactly it. Make directory boot syslinux. Yep. And user share syslinux. Sorry, let's see all those copy C32 files to boot syslinux. And write a configuration file. I have no experience writing syslinux configuration files. You know what? This is a dangerous step. Let's just reboot and see what happens. And then if it complains about no configuration file, then we'll actually write it. That's probably a really dangerous step because it's like grub config. You do need a configuration file. But let's play fast and loose a little bit and just try going without. I'll be fair. This is the first time I've really ever used syslinux. Most of the stuff I do is with grub. All right, syslinux. Install boot syslinux. Okay, what is... So DD wants to put a... What do they want us to do? I can't see around my speakers. So they want to put in the... So the master boot record boot code in there, so that's fine. Except I'm not actually... Oh, hey there, Katsumi. How's it going? We are currently figuring out if we can get Adelie Linux running. Which, long story short, Adelie Linux had a project called Horizon Installer, which we are hijacking. Well, we're working with those devs. We're taking over the project and hijacking it for use in Linux Wii U because whatever custom solution I was originally working on, it was not very good. I can actually show you it if you want. The custom Debian installer I was working on and kind of trashed. And that might be more interesting to look through than what we've got here. But anyway, Horizon is their installer that we're going to use in the future, and we need to actually get this VM working before we can use it. And right now this VM is being very uncooperative. Why not just use QEMU? For what? What are we... Katsumi, what are we talking about using QEMU for? Right now I'm just running a straight virtual machine for Adelie Linux. Adelie is a straight... Oh, as the VM. Well, this is all x86. This isn't in any crazy PowerPC stuff yet. I'm just trying to get their stuff is primarily x86, but they want to support PowerPCs kind of on the side. So I'm running everything as straight x86 right now. So we can worry about the PowerPC screwiness later. I mean, eventually I would like to get Adelie booted on the Wii U, but that's gonna be a long way off. Good catch, thank you, Katsumi. That's what you get when you are... What is my cursor even doing? Did you see that? Did you just see that? My cursor just kind of... I tell you, Adelie inside Hyper-V is very weird. It does some weird stuff. And yeah, I suppose it could be Bash. I've never had Bash do that, but it totally could be. I don't know. This VM's just being very weird lately. In any case, I've not written a syslinux config before. I think there's supposed to be one here, but this is probably going to fail, but let's just try rebooting for the heck of it. Exit and reboot. Reset. Well, we don't have that CD in there, and it's just skipping straight to PXE. Lovely. Okay, so maybe syslinux was not a good idea after all. Either that, or I do actually need my config file in there. Let's get the live CD back up. Root. Get the DHCP up. Trying Arch. Yes, I'm not a huge Arch user, but I know Ash, Quark the Awesome, he uses Arch for all of his primary machines, and I know he's a huge fan of it. So if you get really stuck, you maybe contact him, but there's a lot of other resources there. So I'd say just Google's your best friend for Arch Linux, really. And Arch Linux has an amazing wiki. I've used that personally a lot when working on Linux BU, so that's been very helpful, even though it's a completely different distro. Yep. Interesting little note here, HV_balloon. Oh, what did you mean, Kitsumi? What did you mean by that comment? Like putting Arch on PowerPC, or like, what did you mean by? I'm thinking I might try doing Arch myself. Okay, because I don't know much about you, but you're the kind of person I would expect to run Arch. Okay, yeah, putting Arch on PowerPC. So I think there used to be a PowerPC port of Arch that got canned a long time ago. That would be really interesting to have Arch on Wii U. If you get that running, let us know. I'd be really interested to see what you get. Because a lot of the custom modules and whatnot are... Oh, it's still up and running? Well then, let's take a quick peek. PowerPC Arch Linux. Okay. Okay, so 2012 is the last mention about PowerPC. So yeah, Arch Linux PowerPC was deprecated in 2012. That's what I thought. Lucifer's Linux, what the heck was that? I don't even want to know. And yes, archive.org. So yes, there was an ISO. Problem is, so all the pre-built ISOs we can't really boot because Linux Loader is it's a completely custom thing, and it doesn't really support anything, and nothing really supports it. So what would be a huge stretch goal is support OpenBIOS to the ARM side of Wii U. Since OpenBIOS is basically an open implementation of open firmware, and that would let us, if we'd have to build in SATA support into there too, so that requires us to know the SATA drive. But in theory, we could stick in a USB with an ISO, or stick in an actual drive and boot an open firmware formatted disk, which is basically anything ever created to boot PowerPC, because PowerMax. Okay, so we're trying to get a more... So, setting up a RotaFest under QEMU. That would... GUI and all. You know, I actually considered doing that way back. So, Quark and I were tossing around ideas on how best to install this, and we ended up deciding we're just going to support Adelie Linux's Horizon project and put the installer directly on the Wii U and do some initial RAM disk-based solution. It's a little hairy. Yeah, I'll tell you about it. I'll talk about it later, but in the meantime, if you want to do a third-party solution, I'd say go for it. If if you can get like a QEMU based in is desktop installer that just creates a rootfs, that would be pretty interesting. So far, I've dabbled with QEMU, but for most of rootfs's, we've either created them from an existing Linux Wii U Debian installation, or we've booted up like an old Power Mac. Like I have an iMac G3 that is temperamental at best, and Ash has been using Quark's been using an old iBook, I think. I don't know. Actually, you know what? Okay. This VM is being very annoying. I don't know if I'm going to get this working anytime soon on stream. So let's switch over to HDMI, and that's broken. Yay. Okay, let me fix this quick. Give me a second. Okay. There we go. I changed resolutions in OBS lately, and I haven't bothered to go in and fix all my presets, so that's why everything's broken. So let's boot up the Wii U, and actually, I'm gonna go through what my old attempt was. Well, okay, access to the gamepad. Speaking of which, I need to mute this. Okay, access to the gamepad. Boot firmware.image. So technically, the kernel can access the gamepad. The gamepad's just reading off of a frame buffer. That's it. I mean, if you use too many memory-intensive tasks on Linux Wii U, you will corrupt the gamepad's frame buffer, and you'll just see noise. That's also why I've muted. You can't see it right now, but in OBS, I have muted the capture card, because when the capture card is, I mean, the audio frame buffer is just sitting somewhere in it's just sitting somewhere in memory. The gamepad frame buffer and the audio buffer, not audio frame buffer. Wow, where's my mind today? So both those will eventually get overwritten by Linux, and you'll get random noise everywhere. The TV frame buffer is the only one which we're keeping sacred. So technically, we could set up a second frame buffer for the kernel, for the gamepad, but we're not going to. We're not going to start that much. And oh yes, I didn't expect it to corrupt it at first. Quark didn't tell me that it would overwrite at first, so that was a nice scare. Okay, where's my second keyboard? Yep, there goes, Bluetooth keyboard. Yes, by the fun fact, Bluetooth keyboards work perfectly fine with Linux Wii U, at least our old kernel. We still have to, the rewrite is still way in progress, but with our stable current kernel, semi-stable, Bluetooth stuff does work nice, fine. Password, secret password. Alright, I'm in. Start X. Okay. So yes, right now, how the gamepad works is, so for everyone who's on stream, here's the current boot process for Linux Wii U. So when you load firmware.image off the SD card, all that does is load a separate program we have called Linux Loader. Linux Loader runs entirely on the ARM side of things, and it does it clears the screen in output. That's what you see output on the gamepad and initially on the TV. And let's see. So that's what you see on the gamepad. It basically just accesses the SD card, sets up a couple of register things, gets the graphics card ready, and then feeds the kernel and all the command line to the PowerPC and bootstraps it. Then it just goes and the ARM just shuts down and PowerPC takes over and all that good stuff. So if we want, basically accepting one variant of Linux Loader that Quark has made that has support for microdebug, the Linux Loader essentially just shuts down after the PowerPC is loaded. So that would be the thing we would replace if we would want to put in like an open firmware implementation, which would be optimal and lovely. But I don't know if I could really pull that off. Okay. Can you even see that? That is really tiny. Actually, I didn't think about that. Let me, I'm gonna, give me 1 second. I'm gonna quickly hop over and figure out how I can make Xterm a little bit bigger, so that's really tiny. Um, so, oh, that's right. I need to actually grab a mouse. I don't have a mouse hooked up to Linux Wii U right now. That might help. Especially since I'm in a GUI right now, I kind of need a mouse to show you. Oh, sorry, I bumped the mic. I bumped you guys. Let's get a proper mouse and USB keyboard hooked up, because that Bluetooth thing is... Bluetooth keyboards are fun, but that thing's kind of dinky and it's a little temperamental. Also, it's missing a lot of keys because it's meant for an iPad. Okay, so we go. Let's boot up Lunar. See what I have in my rootfs. So yes, I've got some random stuff on here. Debian installer is what I was in the middle of working on, and there was a C implementation, but C does not play nicely with change root because yeah, I tried implementing C and realized I'm just doing a lot of hacky workarounds, which would be better suited to a bash script. So I ended up just re-implementing it in bash. Get out of here. Get out of here. Okay, so hang on 1 second. Sorry about that. I am back. Just had to get some personal stuff sorted. Okay. Yeah, I saw your post about that on GBA Tempo setting up a Jenkins server. So we do already have a CI set up through GitLab that auto builds the kernel for us. So that's where that's where the current download comes from. Okay, so reinstallation. So what our current plan is we're basically creating a small Debian image, not even Debian image. We're basically going to create probably like a BusyBox based image, that just creates what our original plan was to create a BusyBox image with this installed little shell script and throw that into an initial RAM disk that's included with the kernel. So you drop Linux Loader on, you drop the kernel on, and it will boot to the root to initial RAM disk with this installer. As soon as you have internet, then you will download everything, create your rootfs, blah 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 blah. But things happen, and that doesn't always work out. So now we're going to try and do it with Horizon, because this install script is very hacky, very bad. There's stuff where I didn't even end up finishing it because I didn't really have time. And when you're a student, you don't have a lot of time to work on pet projects. Grab a USB disk here. But yeah, rather than develop an installer for, rather than try to do a multi-platform installer that would have to function on both Windows, Mac, Linux, anything that users would have, we just thought, hey, just write one installer for the Wii U and just because initial RAM disk is used for a lot of other stuff too. It's not our top priority right now. I'm when I have time, that's my priority. Quark and RW are both doing a lot of the kernel work, which is kind of required for this to work. Right. So I've got a USB here. Let me plug it in quick. I want to keep that USB fresh. Okay. So here we should have a USB here, dev SDA1. Let's go to another desktop. Terminal, df, good. One target. Sorry, that's really tiny. Can you all even see that? I don't know if that's even visible. It's really tiny. But alright, so dev SDA1. Okay, good. So you can see that. At least just hold up to fit the entire. Wrong keyboard. So now this is all just HDMI capture card. Quark tends to blow up the terminal. I don't know what commands he's using to do that, but then again, he kind of has to blow it up though, since he's running everything over composite capture, which is fun. So much fun when you're trying to run 720p over composite 480i. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see anything when you're doing that. Okay. Alright, so now we can see things. So we go into Debian installer. This install the whole shell script. That script is what I've got currently for. That was my previous tab, and let's just look through it for the heck of it. Reels, apparently that's the name. Do I have anything on that? No, I don't have anything on it. It's just randomly named Reel. Don't ask me why. Okay, so hashbang. So, oh hey, hang on one second. Oh, we may have company. We may have more Linux BU devs coming over to jump in stream, so ooh, this could be interesting. Okay, give me 1 second. I need to double check that my stream link is still up. That link is still active. Sorry, 1 second stream. I just need to deal with a couple of things. So Quark the Awesome may be joining us for the stream. Fun fact. Which would be very helpful, especially seeing if we can finally get Adelie working again. Okay. Give me 1 second. Okay, so if all has gone well, we should have Quark the Awesome with us as the much better Linux for You dev in chat right now. So, hey there. I don't know, there's probably a lot of latency here since, for whatever reason, YouTube has put me at a higher latency preset than usual, but oh well. So, right now we've just been looking. We've had no luck trying to get the VM working, so for now we've just been looking through what we just for the sake of it all. We're looking through our old installer solution. Oh, hey, that is working. Okay. So our old install solution, just to sum it up, I just making sure we had access to Debian internet access using wget. Then all we do is make a new ext4 on SDA1, dev SDA1. That was hard coded for now. Debootstrap the entire thing. That often fails because debootstrap is a pain in the rear, but c'est la vie. Then after that, we trued in, put in the default password, and yeah, you set up an FS tab, and there was supposed to be some boot.config generation, but we canned this installer before we ever actually got around to that, and that was about it. There's probably a couple steps I was missing in there because I'm prone to doing stuff like that. All right, KFR fan sub with the GPU. We've got some interesting work to do on that. Okay, so let me. I know I get distracted really easily on this, but I'm going to take a moment to talk about this because this is really interesting. The GPU, as far as we know in the Wii U, is basically just a stock old AMD Radeon GPU. It's like an R700, or R600 or R700 chipset. Problem is, all the registers are memory mapped, and every driver out there is convinced that it's supposed to be over PCI Express, since that's how you usually attach a graphics card. So, we have a driver. We just need to rewrite portions of it so it actually accesses it in the right ways. There's probably some endian issues we're going to have to resolve, since pretty much everything that ever exists is designed for little endian systems, and the Wii U is big endian. Woot woot. I don't know if I doubt that their GPU has the GPU in the Wii U has endian flip stuff, but you never know. Nintendo likes to pull weird strings all the time. And let's see what else. There's probably going to be some interesting caching things because there's no caching, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, Ash, but I don't know if there's caching. There's no caching between the CPU and GPU frame buffer, right? Okay, yes. So that's what I thought. All the endian stuff is huge pain in the rear. Okay. So while we've got Ash here, let's see if we can get that. Ash has done a bit more work with Adelie than I have, so let's see if we can get that Adelie VM up and running. Oh, I probably should have moved OBS off screen before I did that. That might have helped. Get out of here. Oh, so there is supposed to be caching on the GPU. Huh. I did not know that. Yep, PowerPC is a huge pain in the rear sometimes. It's also such a fun challenge. So this is why it's a lot more fun to do. Like you said last dev stream we did. Ash, it's so much more fun doing Wii U stuff than doing Switch, because the Switch is literally just get an exploit, get in, and there you go. It's just a standard Tegra system. The Wii U is weird and unconventional, and it does all sorts of fun stuff. Yeah, we were actually talking about open firmware earlier on the stream, like seeing if we could eventually replace whatchamacallit, Linux Loader with open firmware. And I know you were trying to do that earlier, so you think we might be able to take another shot at that once since now we have UDebug working, so in theory, could we push that over? Let's see, because Open BIOS, which is our open firmware implementation, we would run that on the PowerPC side. Linux Loader would just exist to kickstart OpenBIOS, and OpenBIOS could boot anything else. So we need. Yeah, I know it's the kernel's got a bigger priority. The kernel rewrite is it's a huge task, but it's pretty much the most required thing we've got at this moment. So I don't know if I'm not even making sense today. What the heck? All right. Keyboards, too many mice, too many monitors on my desk right now. I wonder why that's not. What am I thinking? I'm sorry if I sound like I'm scatterbrained today, because let's be honest, I am. Okay, so here's the live CD. Here's the VM. We got a live CD of Adelie Linux running right now. I set up. Just so you know where we are, Ash. I set up the rootfs again from scratch, and hang on one second. Okay. So I've set up the rootfs already, and apparently it's not working. Grub seems to be not working at all, so I tried Adelie's their wiki actually recommended trying syslinux. I haven't had luck with that either. I just get kicked back into the PXE boot ROM. Also, apparently according to YouTube, Quark has been sending too many messages. So, yep, that's fun. No, actually different. Well, so it's a different issue than before, actually. So, we got the SSL bug fixed, but I think that was just a server-side thing. I tried it again, and it just magically kind of fixed itself, even though I changed nothing. So I think it was just a server-side certificate issue, like they were getting some SSL certificate re-signed or whatnot. So I'm not worried about that. But when I tried booting with Grub. Let me try booting. I should try booting with Grub again. But when I tried loading syslinux just doesn't work at all. But I did try with my existing rootfs that I had, installing the kernel modules, which I had forgotten, and booting from Grub. I still had the problem where it couldn't find the rootfs. So maybe with this fresh rootfs, though, let's give it another shot. PowerPC for life. Actually, yes. Actually, interesting thing. I may or may not have found access to another iBook, because my iMac, I love the thing, but it's such a pain to develop with. It's just got it's such a pain in the rear. So I don't. There are reasons I love it and the reasons I hate it. Any case. But yeah, I might have access to an iBook G4, because my school, apparently, before they used MacBooks, they used a cart of iBook G4s, and I'm hoping that they still have them in storage in the library? Fingers crossed. So, with any luck, I might actually be able to get my hands on one of them. Or if they've got too many of them, multiple? Piece together an army of PowerPC machines. Oh, that would be lovely. Yes, more PowerPC is a wonderful, wonderful platform. All right. In any case, you know, that's an interesting thing. So, for those of you who aren't seeing the chat, Quark's suspecting, Ashbert is kind of suspecting that maybe our VM's giving an issue. I really doubt it, but who knows? My first thought is to chargers. Yes, let's talk about that later offline, because I'm getting really distracted this stream. Any case, I would love to do, I really don't think the VM's the issue, but it couldn't hurt to try it because nothing else should be a problem at this point. So my first thought would be try VirtualBox or something because I'm right now running Hyper-V, and VirtualBox is just try different VMs, but because when I have Hyper-V installed, because it does some weird stuff with Intel's hardware virtualization, which means you can't actually run VirtualBox or VMware until you remove Hyper-V. So I'm almost tempted to grab spare box and just start up a physical instance of Adelie Linux. What do you think? You go for it? You know, why not? Hang on. So I'm gonna go grab my old. I have it right here. Give me a second. I'm going to grab a laptop. Great. So I can't really show you, but I've got up in here. It's been knocked off of lab tables. It's had parts broken. It's been through a lot, but somehow miraculously it still runs 60 to 80% of the time. More like 80-90% of the time. So I'm gonna quickly pull my Adelie disk and put. Oh, but then I need a live CD. Okay. Give me one. I need to search out two things: a charger for this computer because I don't know if there's any battery power left in it, and I need to search out a blank DVD so I can burn the Adelie disk. Actually, you know what? How big is that Adelie image? It's only like 100 or 200 megs, isn't it? Yeah, I think it's only a couple hundred megs. So I might be able to get away with just putting out a regular LCD. Yeah, because there's no graphics on it, so it can't be all that big. Yeah, it'll fit on LCD. One difference between this machine and the emulated Hyper-V machine is this machine is running off a SATA disk. My VM thinks it has IDE, which honestly shouldn't be all that much. I mean, there shouldn't be a huge, but Adelie that V up, turn off VM, and let's eject the disk. So I'm actually, most of the time when you're running VMs, you use a disk image. I actually have a hotspot bay on my computer right now, so I was like, screw it, let's just pull out a physical 2.5-inch drive and install Adelie onto a physical hard drive. Why not? And turns out I actually needed that. That's a good thing. Didn't think I'd need that. Well, 250 gig spinning disk. So that's fun. Yeah, it's actually it's not my bay actually. I had an old friend who moved and couldn't keep a bunch of computer hardware, so he just gave me a bunch of old hardware that he had, and one of the pieces of hardware he had was a 5.25-inch bay, like a 5.25-inch drive, but instead of having like a CD drive or DVD drive and whatnot, it was legitimately just a pair of hard drive hotspot bays. Yeah, and they've come in handy more than I've wanted to use them. Like I've most of the time when I have to use because I've had broken. It's because like I've had hard drive crashes or I've had to clone hard drives and whatnot, and I'd love to say that I didn't have to deal with broken hard drives so much, but sadly, so that thing has come very much in handy. Quite love it. The only thing I really don't like about my dev PC is the fact that fans on it run a little, but I really should be outfitted pretty powerful, so it'd last a while. It's kind of hot though. And oh yes, let me turn up the gain on my mic. I do have a gate on. Thank you. Thanks, Quark. You know what? I'm not really talking anything. Let's just get rid of the noise gate. So it sounded a little bit noisier, but oh well. Is that better? So I don't have my face right next to the mic right now. I'm just kind of moving my head around while I'm screwing hard drives into my laptop. That's why you don't see anything on stream right now. No, because I can't really show this to you. Actually, can I? I bet. Hang on. No, I'm not going to bother setting up a camera. Okay, there we go. So yeah, there was a noise gate on there. That was being an issue. I kind of just threw that on there last minute, like as a why not sort of thing. Yep, and as I expected, no battery power. So let's disconnect the Wii U. Hook up my laptop. The HDMI cable is just fairly long enough. And I'll be right back. You know what? Let's put on some random stock music. Not stock music. Let's put on some random music while I go and search for a charger. I will be back shortly. Very, very random music. Alright, so my charger's not where I thought it was. I'm gonna go search a couple other places for it. Let me know what you think this music is in... Let me know what you think this music is in chat, because I've pulled it from a weird source. Any random guesses out there? charger found. Just need to get a blank disk now. I'll be right back. Alright, can the music. I'm back. So, any final guesses? OPSEC. That was not supposed to be there. So torrent might have that was actually not a bad guess. So I'm throwing y'all red herrings. That was actually just a random thing I wrote years and years ago. But yeah, I totally could have pulled that off of some random guy on BitTorrent. Okay, so we're in any case. Yes. Ash, you $20 okay, I could send you $20 in what currency? Because there's US versus Australian versus Canadian. Tell you what, Ash. I'll send you $20. I'll send you, 20 Zimbabwean dollars. How's that? Okay, just kidding. I'm not that stingy. 20 rupees? Either I've got to go to India then, or I need to find Link, or wherever he is. And we all know how stingy Link is. Okay, Adelie Live, let's burn that to disk. Yeah, it'll take about 2 minutes. While that's happening, in chat, any random Linux video questions? Because we just had to wait for that to burn now. Nah, if I wasn't living off a student's budget, that might actually be I might give away something once in a while. And if I actually had people watch, but nah, I'm a cheapo guy on a student's budget. I'm not gonna be giving away anything anytime soon. Stingy though, that's okay. So if you didn't get the Zimbabwean dollar joke, Zimbabwean dollar before it was discontinued is absolute trash. I have a friend gave me a bill. I'm currently have about 3 trillion. He gave me a $3 trillion bill of Zimbabwean dollars. That's only enough to buy a loaf of bread. So yeah, it's not worth much. All right. Oh, holy cow, my capture card's broken. It's thinking I'm trying to feed it 720p. Okay, here we go. And transition. So, apparently my laptop is prioritizing HDMI out over the internal screen, so I can't see what I'm doing much. I have to just rely on OBS. But you should. Do you see something like missing an operating system or anything like that? Chat. Okay, yes. Okay, so that's coming through. So that's my really old laptop here. It's not super old. It's like Ivy Bridge. Actually, no. So Ivy Bridge is pretty recent. Actually, never mind. It just had its share of issues. So I'm hesitant to use it because it has issues. Okay. Hang on one second. We may have something coming on. Okay, let's see if this works. 1 second, stream. I'm going to mute my mic quick. Okay. So, hello stream, we're back. I'm back. My computer should be here. That's fortunate. Lara, does that... Lara, let's hope that... fortunately, if that netbook has... If that has like any sort of video output, then you might have some luck with an external monitor or whatnot, but otherwise, you're kind of sunk. Oh, Kali, that's always fun. In any case, I've managed to patch Quark in here. Hello.
Hi.
So, I don't know if you can hear him, but... Oh, hey. Oh, hey, my desktop audio is turned way, way down.
I mean, I've already muted the stream, so I can't exactly tell you.
Okay. Oh, that's better. I'm just judging off the levels in OBS. Hey, Quark.com?
Quark. I like how people say that. It's not how I say it, so...
Yay, Australian accents. World accents. Ooh, we're scattered all over the universe.
Oh, it's wonderful. Don't get me started on time zones, man.
Oh my gosh, yes. Okay. Alright, stream, the amount of issues we've had just trying to schedule stuff with various time zones, it's been... I mean, that's just between two of us.
It seems that this is like the ideal time because it's like a Saturday for me, and it's like 10 a.m. on a Saturday, so I can just it's no big deal.
So it's kind of why I was trying to aim for around now. It's 10 a.m. on a Saturday for Australia, and for the U.S. Central where I am, it's Oh, it's like early evening, 7 p.m. So it's
crazy.
pretty nice. I think I was talking with RW earlier, and I think this lands like at midnight for him or something for them, something like that.
Like the Europeans.
Yep. Rip.
That's crazy.
Sorry, Europe.
Who needs them anyway?
Psh.
You didn't hear me say that.
What? Wait, the internet's watching? Wait, who knew the internet's watching? There's no internet watching.
No, they don't remember this. They don't remember this. Anyway, yeah, were we friggin' playing with the computer or something?
Okay, yes. So let's actually get this going. I'm going to set my BIOS setting a little different than what I had it, so I can actually see what the crud is going on. Static post logo. SATA configuration. So we do see our hard disk, that Toshiba disk. That Toshiba disk was what was in my hard drive hot swap bay. So in theory, that should have a rootfs already on it. It just doesn't have really a bootloader or anything. And yeah, we've got live CD in there. So let's save changes and boot. Boot. Jesus. And black screen.
It's probably fine.
Oh. No, it's just spinning up. Oh. Gosh, there we go. There's ISO Linux. Okay, so I forgot. So I was using a virtual. When you're using an ISO image in Hyper-V, you forget how much faster it is than using an actual burned disk. So, okay. So now it's running. Okay. So OpenRC is booting. Okay, this takes. I really don't want to have to boot this too many times because this is taking a lot longer to boot than it is in a VM.
I mean, in theory, you should only have to do it like twice.
Well, well, that all depends on how many times we test it. Because the issue is we can intrude into the new rootfs fine. But as soon as we try and reboot into it, the bootloader has issues. So anytime we have to do that, we have to go through this entire boot cycle again.
Well, you can make it a lot faster. Everything from OpenRC onwards, you can have happen straight off the rootfs, so you don't even need to chroot.
Oh, seriously?
And that helps a lot. Yeah, definitely.
Interesting.
Okay. Just using the bootloader and the kernel from the CD.
I will have to figure out how to get that running. I mean, I'm assuming that's what you got running on your Power Mac.
That's what I did for a little while. But then I was like, oh, I should actually get a real bootloader installed, and so yeah, that took me a little while, but I did manage that.
Okay.
Oh,
interesting. So yeah. Okay, sorry guys, sorry guys on stream. This is going to look really tiny because I can't make this console any bigger, and it's outputting at native resolution. So sorry, it's going to look kind of tiny. Unless let me try this. Nope. That breaks it.
Oh,
that's awful.
Yeah.
Oh, take me to safety.
You just change it to CCAM. That'll fix it.
Oh my gosh, Ash.
That's an in-joke, don't worry.
I should have known you'd mention that. Sorry, giving everyone headaches over there. Okay, so, alright. Oh, I just realized I need to actually get internet on this thing. Let me find an Ethernet cable. Oh, why did I put my switch so far away? Alright, type a snake and Ethernet cable down so we can actually get packages installed if we need it. You do not want to see the underside of my desk right now. It's cable spaghetti.
Isn't everyone's?
Fair point. That's why I love compressors. I can... Even when you're under my desk, you can probably... I don't know if... Can you hear me when I was talking under my desk there? Okay,
I heard you say something about compressors, and that's about it.
Okay. Okay, so we have Ether. That's probably my actual physical Ethernet interface and not the wireless card in here, because wireless cards are finicky. Okay. I don't think that's even using the entire 1080p frame, so... You know what?
So you can actually increase the font size. If you play with /etc.conf.d/console font, you might be able to change it up a bit.
Really now? Okay, where is it? etc.conf.d?
Yeah, you can tab completed.
Oh.
And in there is...
CD. CD might actually help.
Yeah.
Linux mistakes. Hey, I'm getting worse by the second. Okay.
I can't blame him. He's a Windows user.
Hey, that's oh, that's low. That's low. To be fair, I'm only using Windows because I have to for a lot of stuff. So
yeah, that's what they all say.
Okay then. Okay then.
We're laying down the gauntlet now.
Well, you know what I say about all those Android users? They always have to deal with custom ROMs and all that, and blah 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 blah. iOS for the win.
Oh, man.
All right, so
well,
sling a bit of mud the other way.
I mean, it kind of... that argument kind of works.
Well, let me rephrase. Jailbroken iOS is actually useful. Stock iOS, forget about it.
Okay, I'll give you that one.
Yeah.
I just mean that you can't really update once Apple drops your iOS device. Well, sucks to be you.
Well,
if your
fair
Android
enough. You have like
drops, there's usually something you can do about it.
Well, for the longest time, you had Cyanogen mod on the Android side, so that was interesting. Then didn't Cyanogen mod fold or something like that?
I don't know. I've heard of everyone using Lineage these days, so maybe.
Oh, that's right, Lineage. Oh, that's right. So, from what I heard, Lineage is basically the roots of Cyanogen after it folded.
Okay.
Yeah, because I have this really old Nook Color. It's like an old Barnes & Noble... Oh, like, it was meant to be an e-reader, but really it's just a really, really bad Linux tablet. Like, an Android tablet. But, yes. Anyway, what was that console font you said?
Conf.d/what? Console font. Literally just console font.
Oh, I don't have that on here. APK.
No, you're gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way. Or I guess you can also install it.
Oh.
Actually, no, I'm pretty sure. If I remember right, it doesn't actually come with Nano. And there's no Nano in the package repositories. You have to use Vim.
You have to use Vim.
You have to use Vim.
Oh my gosh. Oh, this is.
You can ask the package maintainers about it later, but as far as I can tell, they literally only have Vim.
Okay, I've literally never used Vim, so this is going to be an interesting
It's
one.
VI, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, they don't even have Vim, they just have Vi? Well, to be fair, Vim is just a...
Oh, maybe I stand corrected.
No,
I don't remember what they come with.
No, Vim's on there, it just cancel it. Here it is.
Oh, there you go. It's just slow.
Yeah, well, because it's all running off of disk, like of a spinning CD, so...
Yeah,
You know what?
What's that set to? Default 8x16.
You know what? That's only showing part of my display because my native resolution is only like 1366 by 768. So let me see if I can blow that up a bit.
Yeah, Linux does that. If you have a big display and a little display, it's sort of it'll scale everything to the size of the little display and just have black bars around the big one, which I think is kind of silly. I feel like they could do a lot better just
well,
you know.
It's also kind of the fact that my capture card really it only supports two big resolutions, 720p and 1080p, and anything that doesn't fit there, it just kind of drops bars around the entire thing. All right.
Oh, hold on. Check out the comments at the top of that page.
It's not activated by default, so I need to run...
Yeah, but that's not going to work on a live CD. So
Yeah,
I guess
'cause
you're just stuck with this.
So that's fun. Wait, but this just
Oh well.
specifies the default font. Can you change it on the fly?
Well, I mean, in theory, but I guess you need that service running. I always used
Oh.
to change. I changed the font on Linux with a command line parameter, but I'm pretty sure that only works if you're using FBdev. So
All right. How do you... Stupid question. How do you get out of Vim?
colon Q,
Colon Q?
yeah.
Oh, lowercase q. Okay, there we go. What to do? Okay. So we're done with that. So let's see. Let's actually get DHCP up.
The console looks fine anyway. I'm not even watching it in HD, and it's perfectly readable.
Oh yeah. Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
All right. There we go. So apparently we're not getting anything. Hello? Well, let's hope we don't have to use Ethernet. Oh wait, no, never mind. I could. This is good.
Waiting for carrier. Are you sure you plugged it in?
It's on with a really janky cable, but it should be plugged in.
Oh, okay.
You know what? Screw it. Let's just disconnect the Wii U for now and use the. Let's use that. Okay, this is gonna be sound awful. We're going to use the USB adapter, that F equals MA network Pegasus adapter.
F equals MA.
I kid you not.
That
is literally
a wonderful name.
Well, this isn't even supported. This is supposed to be for like 98 Windows 98, 2000, and XP, and none of the drivers actually work for those operating systems, and it works in Linux, where it's never even supposed to work.
Oh, that's wonderful.
This is why I love Linux. Okay, DHCP CD, Ethernet 1. Hey, IPv6, IPv4. We're
Who
up.
needs IPv6 anyway?
Well, I'm using a really old router, so I don't think we even have. I don't think our DHCP server technically hands out IPv6 addresses. So
You see, I'd really like to be using IPv6 because I found out recently that instead of just a single address, the ISP is actually giving out to individual residential customers like /64 subnets on IPv6. So it's basically equivalent to having a little IPv4 internet all to myself, except all of it's totally addressable.
and
It's
those
just
are public-facing
ridiculous.
addresses.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay,
My router,
for once,
my current
Australian
router-
internet beats American internet.
yeah, I know, right? My current router won't route any of them, but that's easy. Just swap it out for another one. But yeah, I'm just thinking I'd really like to get IPv6 happening,
Well,
just for that.
yeah, speaking of routers, eventually I'd like to try and get, like, I've mentioned this before, but I'm gonna try and find like an old like Atom or Cella on Pentium little 1U server and just use that as a router because that's all sorts of fun.
Yeah.
Oh, also Lyra in chat. Not quite. You're thinking of E equals MC squared, not F equals MA is a thing. That Newton's second law. E equals MC squared is also a thing. F equals MA squared. I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Ooh, we got a physics student in here.
Dun, 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 dun. I'll just say, yeah, physics is both amazing and annoying. See you, Lyra.
Preach. Bye.
See you later. Bye. Insert generic disconnection sound here. Anyway.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Worst parody ever. Well, thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell because you want to see everything that's coming up. And while you're at it, what should you do next? You should go and check out this forum that doesn't actually exist because we don't have a web server. Yay!
Don't forget to favorite and post your response videos below.
5
Going back to old
stars.
YouTube. Yeah, 5 stars.
Throwback.
Oh, that's wonderful. I love how when YouTube gets rid of a feature, like every video becomes instantly dated. Like,
Oh.
imagine if they get rid of the bell. Like,
Oh my gosh.
it's going to be so confusing.
Now that would be confusing. Okay. Alright, so actually related to development now. What were we even doing?
Yeah.
Throw the Wii U pad at the bell. Okay, that's a good one, Faz. Okay.
I wonder if the YouTube client on Wii U has the bell.
I don't want to reboot my Wii U and find out right now. So
Okay, that's alright. I'll find out for you.
Thanks. Okay.
Then you can all listen to the soothing sounds of the Wii U menu.
Do 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 do. Over
Wow,
and
your
over
Wii
again.
U is surprisingly groovy.
Actually, the
Dum, 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 dum.
now it's bricked or smashed in half. That's one pretty solid bell. Rip
Good
Faz's
bells.
Wii U? Oh well. Okay, so we have internet on here, APK update, just in case.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the sound on Wii U Linux. You'd think it would get wiped or something, but no.
Well, eventually, no, Ash, eventually it does get wiped.
That's true.
Eventually, you have to use just enough memory. It's kind of like the gamepad display. Linux doesn't get to that area until far enough
I'm
along.
giving you my Nintendo Network password. Sorry, I get mad at the Wii U a lot.
Oh yeah.
It's really weird. I've been playing with some CFW development, and all of a sudden it's just like, oh, actually, you need to re-enter your NNID password like every time you do anything. And I'm like, what did I break? All right, here's the
That's
YouTube
always
app. I'm not sure I'm signed in.
Do you have a backup of your NAND?
Nah, it's fine.
Hoo boy.
It's fine.
It's fine.
I've got CBHC. I'm not going to break it. Okay. How am I going to do this? How do you even subscribe to someone in this app?
That is a good question.
Play a video. I'm going to turn the audio down because you'll get DMCA'd. We all know that My Funny Games Builder might just get CompuCat too hard.
Someone like one of my 20 I think like 15 subscribers might see this and copyright strike. Oh gasp.
I mean, I think you've got more than me at this point. I think you pick your time frames better.
Well, US time frame just happens to have I've only got 4 people on, and that's including my little preview window. So
Fair enough.
We're down. We had like 10 at
It was like 8 or 7 before, so
Oh yeah.
that's good.
Hey.
Let's look for your channel.
Well, also I also threw
Oh, hey, it
up...
shows up the live stream.
Oh, hey. That's good. Oh, thanks.
Let's look for your channel. Well, also, gee, my voice sounds weird. Oh, hey, it shows up the live
What?
stream. There you go. I just started playing the live stream on the Wii U.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's what I heard. I was wondering where my feedback loop was. Okay. So...
No, it does not have the bell. It just has a subscribe button. There you go.
Huh. There we go. 10-second delay. I thought it wasn't that bad. I mean, there is an option for ultra low latency, but I can't choose it right now because apparently the stream I can't switch it while the stream's going. I'm gonna have to switch it like a couple hours after I stop the stream. So
Right. I've just
bad.
got my OBS settings for like the worst possible video, and that seems to get really, really, really low latency.
well, actually, there's an encoder preset for 0 latency, quite literally 0 latency.
I don't think I have set that actually. I've got mine set to like super fast or something, or very fast. Because
Oh,
you know they ran out of they already used fast way too early, and so once they
Well,
got it
well, no,
faster,
it's
they're
not
just
even
like,
one of
what are
those
we gonna
settings.
call it?
Ash, it's not even one of those settings. It's a different like tuning preset.
Oh, okay.
Okay, all right, Kit. It's fine. We don't need to test the latency. It's working fine enough. Okay, So in any case, let's. So I should, Ash. I don't want to reboot this thing, but I should show you what happens when we try to reboot it. Let's get.
Have you actually installed anything yet?
Well, this was the hard disk I was using in the VM.
Oh, okay. $20 said that it'll just work fine.
My gosh. I mean,
It's worth noting that whenever I say $20, I usually mean in metaphorical dollars, because that just lets me say this all the time with no repercussions.
Well, no, you gotta love metaphorical dollars. They come out of nowhere. Like, where even is the bank of metaphorical dollars?
It's in your heart. If you just believe in yourself on the inside, the metaphorical dollars will flow.
If I believe in myself enough, it'll flow that quickly. Wow.
Just believe in the heart of the cards.
I was waiting for someone to bring that up. And apparently there's some ladder standing outside my window.
That's probably fine.
It's probably fine.
I mean, we've had... I live in a rental house, so you have weird stuff happening all the time. When they were putting... We just have people come in and dig up the lawn and stuff to put pipes in. And you wake up and look outside and there's just some people digging around the little electricity distribution node that happens to be on your lawn. So they just dig it up and leave a big patch of dirt.
That's
stuff
fun.
Like that.
That's always fun.
It's pretty normal at this point.
Yep. Okay. So here's what I've gotten so far. I've got the Rootfest installed. And technically, I do have SysLinux installed because I was trying to grab it, it wasn't working. But SysLinux is...
I have never used SysLinux. So, you know.
Neither have I.
I've done, like, manual grub configuration and stuff, like, properly. None of that grub make config crap, but I haven't played with SysLinux. So.
Yeah, let's just get a proper grub install going, and let's see. With you on the line, maybe we can figure out what the crud is going on. Okay, so this is going to sound really bad, but I'm just going to look at the guide that Adelie wants, because, you know, I might as well see if they've got some magic step in there that I'm actually following it correctly.
I mean, I've got it open. It's pretty normal.
That's
I gotta tell you, I wish I had this guide when I was trying to install it.
Oh yeah.
I'd done a lot of Arch installs, so I just sort of did what you do there. And it led to me adding all the run levels manually, and it took so long. Ugh.
Oh, that's a pain.
No, they just say just copy them over from the live CD on the guide, and I'm like, that's a really good idea. Damn.
Okay. It would help if I actually mounted my file system before rooting into it. That might help.
Yeah, that's always a good thing.
APK update, APK add, grub, BIOS. Error.
Oh, good. Looks like it wasn't. Have you installed CA certificates?
You see, I literally just ran those exact commands in the VM, and they worked fine.
Yeah, but I'm saying like on this drive too.
On this same install in the VM.
Just exit out and use apk --root or something.
Let's give that a shot just in case. Actually, hold on. I betcha I might know what the issue is. No?
No,
it kept
right.
It kept the date.
Random number generator not seeded. That's a weird error.
I know. Where are you seeing that?
The SSL error, open SSL error.
Okay, hang on. Let me grab. Give me a second. I need to grab the Quark's red bar of awesomeness.
Yay, my red bar.
The red bar is like. Let's see. So.
Oh, dude, have you mounted /dev inside the chroot?
That might help.
You can't access /dev/random. No.
Oh my gosh, I'm so stupid here. Alright. No.
Oh man. I think this might be where I have to leave you to it, but good luck.
Okay. Alright. I'll see you later then.
I'll talk to you later, man. Best of luck. I'll still try and hang around in the chat. We'll
Sure.
see how we go.
All right. Bye, Ash.
Bye bye.
All right, that was good. Okay, so that's a pretty stupid error. So let's see if we can actually get that running mount. I think, what's the option? Mount. Let me double check that I'm actually typing the right thing. It's T. Get the red bar out of the way. The red line? Oh, that is... Okay, the red line is an old joke hook. So on Ash's stream, he didn't really have anything to point from, point to things with. So he just grabbed a red bar out of nowhere. So that's become a kind of a joke between the Linux Wii U devs. So yes, the red line of awesomeness is how we point to things, and it's just sitting there because I don't want to get rid of it. Mount dev target. That should work, right? Oh wait, no. Dev is not a block device. Shoot, I'm using this command way wrong. What am I doing? Ooh, what am I doing there? Oh, it's mount -B. Of course. I knew I was missing a flag. And I don't know if I necessarily need this, but let's mount proc and sys. There we go. Here we go. Now that it actually has the randoms done. Okay, I wasn't watching the chat for a second. There you are, Ash. Okay. So APK is updated. APK add grub BIOS. Let's get grub on here. What? It can't have installed that quickly. Did I already add it? APK move grub. Oh, eggshell and oh, that just sounds. Oh, that's awful. Okay. APK less. Oh, it's del, not remove. I'm too used to APT. APK. Yeah, as I thought, APT is not on there. APK del grub BIOS. Oh, it was already on there. APK. Oh, that's right. I just added it in the stream. What am I thinking? APK add grub BIOS. Let that re-download. Hoo boy. Oh, just because I'm not from Australia, Ash, is Macca's just like a breakfast store chain in Australia or whatnot? Oh, that's just Australian slang that I have no idea what I'm seeing. Okay. Never mind. Ah. Wonders of the internet. All the slang you don't know you're missing. Okay, anyway. So you've got grub package installed, so I don't think we need to mount /boot because unless we I don't think is there anything weird about having to mount /boot that I'm missing? So fairly I don't think so. But do I have a backslash boot? I mean, I'm not using it in a different partition or anything. So I don't think. I mean, I'm running. This is an EFI based system, but I'm running it all as legacy BIOS. So I'm not going to do anything crazy. So I'm just going to kind of play fast and loose and hope this works, because it's standard BIOS. I shouldn't need to mount a separate separate slash boot. So here we go. Let's grub make config. Yeah, it should be MBR. Oh, it just prints out to the console. Pfft, baha. Yeah, it should be MBR. Okay, so I should actually put in the configuration, cat, etc. update xtlinux.conf. Oh, hey yo. Yeah, I'll get to that in a second. Hang on. Okay, so this is just some random file. I'm not sure what this does. This is a mystery step I need to future me read into this more. Default kernel options equals RO, modules equals nothing, root equals dev sda1, grub distributor. And that's supposed to say Adelie, well, let's call it, I don't know, oh, let's call it eggshell. Why not? And that's it. So control C that, make directory, slash boot slash grub, make config. Grub distributor eggshell. That's gonna stay there. Hopefully if this boots, yes, the eggshell will be immortalized. And let's hope that doesn't make this Linux installation gross. I don't know how you make a Linux installation gross, but who knows. Yep, there we go. So we have the config file. And grub, here we go, finally, grub install boot directory equals boot dev sda disk guess. EFI vers slash bot. Oh my gosh. Good catch. I cannot type today. Wait, what is that about EFI vers? Is this system running EFI? I don't think this is an EF. I know the system supports EFI, but I think I have it configured for legacy BIOS. Gosh, I hope I didn't have this run as EFI, because that's probably going to screw everything up. Well, nothing to do but exit, reboot. Fingers crossed. Cannot determine run level doing soft reboot. It's gonna reboot anyway. Up, and now you can't see anything. Come on. Up. Shoot, I should have done that before I rebooted. Well, it's booting off disk. Well, okay, let me run through my BIOS quick, see if there's anything wonky. Advanced security boot. Yeah, because I know that's what I was worried about there. 'Cause launch EFI shell. This is an EFI based system, but I thought there's an option like to do legacy boot. Asus USB Charger Plus. That's always lovely. Let's boot override from the disk. Well, from the hard disk. Let's see if we get anything. Come on. It's not going to let me? Okay. Okay, I'm just going to take out the disk and try to boot it that way. Discard changes and exit because I didn't change anything. What? Why are you just kicking me back into BIOS? Right, let's just do this the old way and just power it off and on again. Zeus. Come on. Grub. Oh, yes. Oh my gosh. It persisted. Eggshell GNU Linux. It's there. Let's try booting it. Come on, baby. No way. No frickin' way. The magic of real hardware, it booted. Oh my gosh, it actually booted. So apparently I can't run this in a VM. That is awful. And hideous. Oh, so now so I actually have to do this on hardware. Bah humbug. I spent this entire stream. I literally, the entire point of the stream was just to get Adelie up and running so we can get to Horizon. And after 2.5 hours, we've gotten Adelie running because my VM was bad this entire time. That is hilarious. Okay. Let's root in some boring root and super secret password. And let's see, echo eggshell PC, eggshell dev PC, etc. host name. It's going down. I just want to double check that and make sure this wasn't just a fluke. I'm gonna reboot. Just in case. Just in case this was a fluke, I'm gonna reboot. Grub loading. Welcome to Grub. For a second, I thought that looked like old school Grub, like Grub Legacy. Eggshell GNU Linux. Let's load it. Oh. Oh. Yep, ext4 is loading. Eggshell Dev PC, hey! It's up! Okay, 2 months from now, I'm going to be looking back at this and wondering, why on earth did I name it Eggshell? I'm gonna completely forget this stream. So, future me, don't forget that the eggshells were in here. I mean, because I mean, there's kind of a double meaning to it, because you're kind of walking on eggshells whenever you're trying to do any sort of dev work on the system. You're not sure what's going to break. But, I don't know. Anyway. Yeah. Oh. No, no, get back there. I didn't want to move you. No, get back there. Roots. Login incorrect. Bah humbug. Ash, oh my gosh, that's probably gonna be me. No kidding, that is probably gonna be me. So you said there was a KDE package or something like that? Let's see if we can get that running before we end today. So, I'm going to look through Adelie Linux center screen. Oh, that was a bad idea. So let's quickly run through Adelie's package listing. See what we get. KDE. Do we have to install an X server first, I think? Oh, that's right, because you had all sorts of weird issues trying to run it on your PowerBook. Alright, Ash tried KDE already, and oh my gosh, there were so many issues trying to run it on a PowerBook. But this is just a bog standard PC. Maybe we might actually have luck. Because console's fun, but... And I've never really been a KDE fan, but having a GUI is just fun. And sometimes it's helpful. I don't know, let's go to the main page and see if there's anything here. He'll be fine. Project list. Did they say it was like KDE Plasma? Okay. What do you think? Should I just keep clicking? Should I just keep clicking random page until we get to it? Because I don't. Yeah, good way to get to it. Unless I don't know. It's just search like GUI. Or you know what? What I could try is just. What's it? Do we even have Ethernet up? It's I have configured. Okay. DHCBCD ETH1. Well, let's pull up the. Let's actually get DHCP up and running. That might help. Oh, what are you doing? Wait, what? Okay, so apparently DHCP ETH0 is my USB interface now? Nice! Okay, so I can get rid of that extraneous Ethernet cable. I don't need that. APK update. So it's updating fine. That's a good sign, at least. So if we just go around, we could actually just look around the GitLab. Like, Quark gave me a nice quick tidbit. Oh, I should not have OBS on that screen. That's a bad idea. Which tab is it? Here it is. I've got too many dang windows open. README for our Adelie Linux package set. So let's dig around in here. Master. Let's see, so it's user package. It should be under user packages. Adelie KDE theme? I'm almost wondering if we should try installing that theme and see if it pulls in KDE as a requirement. That would be very nice, but I'm not sure. Plasma desk. Oh, that's right. Plasma is what they're using. KDE Plasma. Where do you see that? K. Oh, so many Ks. LMNOP. Plasma desktop. Worth a shot? APK install. APK add. That's right. It's add. Plasma desktop. 216 packages. Woo! Here goes the grind. Six out of 216. Oh, how many packages? How long does it want? Oh yeah, I'm gonna wait and see if. Yeah, I do need to reset the capture. Okay, let me do that while this is running. Thanks. So I'm gonna wait actually and see if Air. Oh, I'm gonna give you vertigo. Is that better? Yeah. I'm gonna see if this pulls in Xorg automatically or if I need to manually install it. Because it might just list Xorg as a dependency and automatically pull it in. Hopefully. $61 or $260. XCB util? Nope, that's not Xorg. So it's getting what? Is KDE based off of Qt? Because it's pulling in an awful lot of Qt packages. Oh yeah, it's KDE. This is why KDE is. Oh yes, I need to actually. There's a lot of like Arch stuff. It's probably a. I should probably actually just learn to install Arch sometime, and just so I get all this stuff. I'm guessing there's a lot of stuff in here that Ash just knows already from setting up Arch distros himself. I'll confess I've never done an Arch install. So, yeah, I should literally do that. Oh, cool. So yeah, Adelie. So they've not done a single GTK package. That could present issues if ever you try to use something based off GTK, and there's not much. Oh wait, you don't have to touch that under Arch? Interesting. Huh. Wonder if it's that Breeze package that it wants to install. Oh, it wants Wayland? Oh, hey. It's putting in ULSA. Will it give us HDMI sound? Maybe. Let's hope. So it's about halfway through. Oh, it's over halfway through. Come on. Oh, checking GBA temp while this is running. Oh, sorry, I keep bumping the mic. Checking GBA temp while this is running, and apparently it was one of the members discovered they discovered RW's commit for adding front USB port stuff. I don't think that's... Wait. Oh, he promoted to a different branch. Okay. So I knew he had that working in the test branch, but I didn't know RW had front... Have a look at this. I didn't realize... Yeah, so this is in a different branch than any of this Quark. So RW through this commit added support for front USB ports into next front USB. It's like a third branch is probably going to merge into next just for as a temporary holdover. Yeah, because I was talking to him earlier about just trying to figure out what on earth he was doing with USB, and he mentioned that some of the changes that for front USB ports and whatnot, they worked fine, but they didn't work with the new kernel. But yeah, so that's that. Let me go back to HDMI. Okay, so it didn't install Xorg server, so let's get that. APK add Xorg server. But yeah, oh my gosh, front USB ports would be such a godsend. Because especially since, okay, so slight OPSEC thing, but that later on this fall I'm going to be heading off to college, and what I'm planning to do is I'm planning on just taking pretty much everything tech on my desk and putting into a about a 10 rack unit cube, so I don't have to worry about like setting up different boxes and whatnot, and it consolidates things. But I won't have access to the back USB ports on my Wii U, since that's gonna be zip tied down on a rack shelf. So if I need to plug in anything, I need to have those front USB ports working, or it's gonna be an awful lot of arm snaking and USB extenders and all sorts of whatnot. Okay, so Quark, you mentioned Xorg.conf. So what do I need to do? I heard it's for. So as far as all I know is that's just for configuring how Xorg needs to behave. So vim, etc. x11 xorg.conf, which is blank. Under x11 there's xorg.conf.d. Is that it? That's a directory. Never mind. Oh hey Ash, thanks. Front USB. Okay, big announcement, guys. So Ash just merged front USB into Next, so our stable kernel now has front USB port support. Big round of applause for RW, who did actually the legwork on this, and I'm not sure how much work Ash did. Did you do some of the work on this too? I don't know how involved with the USB stack you are. Oh, it's still merging, so let's hope. Woo! Okay, so that's a directory. I need to actually get out of here. You know what? Screw it. I'm going to play Festless. Let's see if I can just start X and see if it default config works. Nope, that did not work at all. Oh my gosh, every time you run Xorg, where's my red line? Yep, it's going to mention. And current operating system, Linux, eggshell, LDAV. Does it actually list like, oh no, that's only a grep thing, so yep. The eggshells are here to stay. .xinitRC. Is that to like start your desktop environment? Okay, so where am I? Where previous skins? It's CD etc. x11. So there's an xinit there, so it's vim. That's a directory? C xinit was vim xinit rc. I betcha that's just a. Okay. So this is. Oh gosh, this is all just a big shell script, isn't it? So it's gonna try XFCE, then Fluxbox, then nothing. Just put what in my home? So I just have to put this in my home directory? It doesn't look like it's like gonna try and start KDE though. It looks like it's only a start for like. Oh wait, no. Try. Home.xarc. Okay, hang on. Cat. Hang on. Oh, hey, Ash is back. Because I am a noob at manually configuring X.
Yeah, I should be fine if I just talk quietly. There might be some background noise though.
Yeah, I'm not hearing much background noise. You're pretty good.
Okay. Well, the family's watching a video involving the use of power tools, and it's really loud. So
it just surprised me. I don't hear much background noise.
There you go. That's crazy. No. Okay. So just in your home directory, you just need to make a file called .exinit.rc, and it's literally just a shell script with commands that you want to run in the X server.
Seriously, that is really handy.
Yeah, so you just make it and just put like start KDE in it or whatever,
Dot.
and that's literally it.
Oh my gosh. So
Oh my gosh,
cat.
Max, but
Is this right? Syntax right? Cat slash that.
That's
And
right,
it's
but
dot exinit RC or just plain like exinit
dot
RC?
X, yeah, with the dot. Oh no, I gotta use OpenFirmware. Sorry, I'm just
Let's
trying
hope
to turn
this
on my
works.
Power Mac. I forgot
Cursor?
how to turn.
There's a cursor.
Okay,
It's not moving, but there's a cursor.
can you put the
Oh, thanks.
Discord video back on?
Oh, Discord video? Yeah. Chat. Just for chat's sake, I'm using Discord video so Quark can see something without having to bother with stream delay because he's
Yeah.
in chat. Okay, so I have to reset my scale here. Oh my gosh.
Hey, you're getting the same problem I did.
Plasma's no. I don't even have mouse work. I don't even have a mouse. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's why you need. That's what the Excel comments is there for.
The what?
That's why I was talking about needing to play with Excel.com.
Oh, right. Actually, I wonder if it's just complaining about the fact that I have a touchpad. I'm gonna try plugging in like just a bulk standard USB mouse. And let's hope that.
No,
works.
it's not gonna work.
Dang it, Ash! Why do you always have to be right?
That's because I've done this like before. I
Well,
literally did
no,
this.
I kid.
I did this exact thing.
No, I know.
So,
I know. I was talking in with you while you were doing that. I wish I could have seen over your shoulder while you tried, because this must have been awful trying to get working on a Power Mac of all things.
honestly, it seems to be about the same as this. So that just shows you that PowerPC really is a tier 1 support for a Dell. They really are supporting Power Mac just as well as they support x86, which isn't saying much.
It's not saying much, but at least it's there. Okay, so how do you?
So-
All right, what did you use to actually get out of this? Because all of my standard get out.
I changed. I think I either changed to another virtual terminal, or I think I used some magic sysrq stuff.
sysrq.
Yeah, if you've got a full-size keyboard in front of you.
Oh, I've got a
print
sysrq
screen.
key.
Yeah, so if you press Alt sysrq and then a certain letter, it like sends commands directly to the kernel. Just let me look up what you'll need to press.
Okay, thanks. Okay, this is going to be interesting. In order to press sysrq, I need to hold down function, so I'm hoping that doesn't require me to press some other thing.
You're gonna need to press Alt function sysrq apparently,
So,
and try K.
nothing yet.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
try.
Unless it's try without function. Nope.
Okay, try R, and then you should be able to switch to a virtual terminal.
R.
Yeah.
I get nothing. And do we just have to press left or right or something? Or a
No,
control,
what you can do is you can.
control.
So once you've done that, you've sort of released the keyboard from
okay.
X. So you should be able to press Control Alt F2 or whatever to get into the virtual
and
terminal.
I'm getting nothing.
Oh. Okay, then you just want to go Alt sysrq, then where is sync? S, then O, and that should safely turn off the system.
Whew. I'm getting nothing. No drive activity, no nothing. I think I might have hard locked.
Maybe you're doing it wrong or something, or maybe it's locked up. I doubt it's locked up though.
Oh, wait. Shoot. Okay, I may have... That's right. I think I might have SSH access into this machine.
Oh, all right.
Because
let's
I
give
said
that a go.
Let's hope it actually... But it didn't tell it to let me SSH in as root, and there's no other user.
Yeah, that might.
And
not
I
go
also
well.
don't know if I'm actually guessing the right IP. I did guess the right IP.
feel
Oh,
like-
yes. The system's still responsive over... let me change my input. So, center screen. Oh, that looks awful. So I have
Login as.
login as.
How do I log in from?
Let's try see if it'll let me log in as root.
I'm just gonna grab a keyboard back in a moment.
All right. Ah, bah humbug. Access denied. And there's no other.
Yeah, you're just gonna have to force turn off the machine. I feel like syslog should have worked. It always worked for me, even when X was being an absolute monster.
Well, you see, the issue is this is a laptop, so.
I was using an external keyboard.
Okay. So actually, I wonder if I don't have to use switch.
Because I have some broken keys on on my Power Mac.
Whoa! Check this out. This just showed up on my screen.
That is interesting.
The heck?
I have never seen that. just force power off the machine.
Wait, no. I think you see what's happening. KDE is still running, and it tried to lock the screen, like go into lock mode, but the screen so it pulled this up instead.
Oh dear. That's pretty funny, to be honest.
And I can't get to a virtual terminal.
Yeah, it looks like if the lock is ran, you're pretty much screwed at this point. So just turn off the computer.
Okay, I admit defeat.
I hate to do that, but you kind of have to.
I admit defeat.
Because the screen locker is specifically designed to stop you from switching to a virtual terminal. So.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, the screen locker is telling you though to switch to a virtual terminal.
Oh, I guess you could try it.
I just did. It did nothing. It did nothing.
Yeah, you stuffed.
That's a pain. Close session, because I can't do anything with that anymore. Okay, so we're back up and running. How again?
So you gotta make your drivers for input and stuff. It's actually pretty simple to do. You just have to do it, and you gotta know what to do. And as you know, I fiddled around with this extensively because nothing freaking worked.
Okay, so while I'm here, okay, it's hanging on this. Oh.
It's probably repairing the.
Oh yeah, it was just repairing file system. I was just reading up earlier. Okay, eggshell dev PC login, root.
Okay, so you're gonna want to install if it's not already there. You're gonna want to install.
Give me a second. I'm just gonna give myself a backdoor first. Nope. I need to figure out. I think it's vim etc ssh config. Wow. I'm picking up your way of pronouncing certain things. It's the weirdest thing. I was just like ssh config, but you said config so many times. Okay, so there should be something here to allow me to. Wait, so ForwardX11 I'm going to give as. What? I can't modify certain things? Okay. Oh. ForwardX11, you gotta say that it's yes.
Probably.
Because
probably don't need it.
I don't. Well, just in case, I like to do X forwarding sometimes because it's handy. I admit to doing that a lot with. While I was testing some of the graphic stuff on Linux for you, I was doing that.
Okay. But wait, if you're testing the graphic stuff, it's gonna. I don't think it'll work like that because you're using your host computer's graphics.
No. What I was testing was to see if, like, MPV or like a movie player was having issues with something. If the issue was in the graphics driver, intentionally using X over SSH to avoid using the internal graphics driver.
Oh, I see. Okay.
See if there's a problem with like not using AltVec instructions or something other weird thing.
Okay. That's fair.
So, shoot, where's the? I'm trying to remember what the option. I know there's an option in here to allow root, but I forget what exactly it is.
Cool. My APK is broken. Hmm. So I'm just fiddling around with my Power Mac here so I can tell you what to do.
Oh, you've got her Power Mac running with this too? Nice.
Yep. It doesn't seem to quite want to work though. I'm not sure why.
Okay. Permit root login. It's permit root login, yes. How do you save in Vim?
Press insert to get out of insert mode,
Yep.
and then :WQ.
I'm in insert replace.
Maybe try escape.
Yep, there you
try
go.
escape.
:W, right?
WQ, yeah.
WQ. There we go.
And
right,
there you go.
right, and quit, and then Vim, etc. SSH, SSD, config. Have you seen that XKCD?
Which one?
Oh,
Where they're
Vim.
trying to exit Vim.
No, like Emacs is so much better than Vim, or no, Nano is better than Emacs, or and it's all the debate of what's the best text editor.
Yeah. I vaguely remember it. I don't remember the joke. I'll have to look it up later.
Oh, it's a pretty good one.
Why is APK just broken?
Did you mount dev? I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Okay, so I've done something, and APK is either uninstalling everything, or like, I think it literally just uninstalled everything. Why are you doing this?
Oh
APK?
my gosh! But like the kernel is a package, so did it try and uninstall the kernel?
fbin/apk no such file or directory. I broke it. I broke it.
Rip
Thank God I
ashes.
still got a live CD. Power off command not found. Oh no.
Oh no! Wait, is this off live CD or is this on your root of S?
This is on the real thing, yeah. I'm gonna have to start the root of S again.
Oh no!
ls no such file or directory. Okay, sysiq to the rescue. Oh, print screen S O. See, that works fine. It even prints to the console that you're doing stuff. Oh no!
Kit to me. I'm usually a Nano guy because you can actually use it easily, and I haven't bothered to learn like Vim or Emacs or anything like that. But
yeah, that's fair. I mean, I like Nano as well, but it's just a case of Adelie doesn't ship it, so what can you do? Come on, boot the CD, damn it.
Shoot, I need to actually
CD drive.
DHCP CD F0 F1. There we go.
That's mine.
Okay. Oh, that's such a pain, Ash. I feel really bad for you.
That was entirely on me. So.
What did you try?
My APK was broken, so I just went and I was like, oh, I'll just delete some of the database files, and I can just re-add it, and it'll be fine. No, it decided to uninstall everything.
You were screwing around with the raw database? Oh my god!
I didn't know what else to do. It came up with this weird error. It wouldn't update. So I guess I did it to myself, really.
Oh, hey!
Ooh!
Look at this. We have
Very
SSH. 2XL dev PC. Okay. Okay, that's an old joke now. So we have that. That's our backdoor. So let's try. Okay. So do you remember off the top of your head kind of what you need to do to get things working?
Okay, so one of the things you need to do is you need to install evdev. I don't quite remember what the actual
evdev?
package is called. No, so you have to search for it. It'll have some weird, it'll be called xorg, xserver, evdev, or something like that.
So
you can run APK search, right?
I was about to say, what did you mean by search? Like literally jump through the APK?
APK search.
Oh my
EV dev.
gosh, that
should
is
come.
handy. So just XF86?
I think so. It should pull in the
Okay,
dependencies.
add XF86. Does this have tab complete? No.
I don't think so.
We have 2.10.5
Oh,
dash.
don't have the version.
Oh,
It'll do that.
you can omit the version. Okay, that's good. Okay, that was
All right. And so now you're gonna need to
handy.
set up your xorg.conf. So I'm just gonna try and mount my drive. Oh crap! Was it SDA 4? It was 4? Yes. Cool. You never know with Mac drives. You end up with so many petitions because they have They have like 3 boot petitions.
I know, it's such a pain.
Amy?
Can I install Nano just as from an APK? Nano.apk. No, that I don't want Android. No, what are you talking about? Alpine Linux Nano.
I mean, you'll get used to Vim pretty quickly.
Fair enough, but I just want my Nano. I just like my Nano.
I guess that's fair.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh wait, whoa. Hey,
30 base
APK
device.
search Pico. No. Oh, I was really hoping that might work.
All right. So you want to be looking. Are you gonna keep trying to install stuff, or are we just gonna?
No, go ahead. I'm just running something quick.
Okay. So you're gonna want to make a file. Yeah. You're gonna want to make a file in etc x11 xorg.conf.d. I called mine 30 basic devices, but you can really call it whatever. It just has to start with a number.
So you have to go into the Xor configure directly?
Yeah, and you can see there's 20 modules in there.
Yep, I see.
So I just followed that standard and made 30 basic devices.
Let me zoom this so
Because it should ship with this. It's absolutely silly that it wouldn't, but what can you do?
what do you know? Okay. So can I just do touch 30 devices.conf and that would technically do it, wouldn't it?
Oh, you need to put stuff in it as well.
Fair enough.
Fair
enough.
So I would recommend just running Vim on it and putting stuff in. Okay, so get yourself in insert mode. What you're gonna want is kind of complicated, and I might just type it out into Discord for you because I don't feel like trying to get punctuation across in this form.
Fair enough.
Yep.
And I'm gonna have to type it in by hand, so this is gonna be fun.
It's not that bad. It's just like, how do I tell you a quote or a tab or an asterisk?
Fair enough.
It gets annoying quickly. So just give me a moment.
Yeah. Discord has code tags, right?
Yeah, it does.
Good. For the, I think it's only one of the for the like one or two other people who are still watching. First of all, thank you. You're actually hanging around for a dev stream. Hey.
We're not even doing much dev work. This is just setting up a Linux install.
I know.
At this point.
This is just the craziest thing. Like, because I'm trying to get Horizon. So if I wanted to try and do Horizon dev work, I mean, I might as well try it first on Adelie.
Yeah, I mean, I don't get that much. I don't get this many viewers. So I don't know what you've done, but you're doing it right.
This is just like the bare bones just trying to get a dev environment running. Well, what on earth is this? Identify.
So yeah, I've sent that through now. That's intended with tabs there, and you can make the identifier whatever you want, but I like to keep it. I like to have everything.
That could be everything you want, right?
Oh, X11 might get a bit iffy if you have weird characters in it. We'll see how that goes.
Oh, okay. Fine. I'll just camel case it.
Yeah, fair enough.
That's if it's our driver.
I don't remember. Is there a kernel module you need to load as well? There might be. Let me get back to you on that one.
Okay, I'm just gonna try right like this because I have my back door now.
Okay.
Start
Oh.
X.
Well, you're starting in a weird directory there.
Oh, fair enough.
I usually like to start it. I'm not in the home there.
Can you start it in a
Alright,
weird...
you got a mouse.
Oh, hey! I have a moving
Hey!
mouse! Hey!
There you go. That's how you do it. The magic. Oh. Yeah, that's you're not quite there yet.
Not quite.
But at least you have input, so you should be able to hit OK.
I should be able to hit OK and actually get something running. Will it quit back to console? Or will it try to load something else?
Or maybe it won't.
Oh, wrong mouse.
You should be able to at least change into a virtual terminal now.
Oh, yeah, I should be able to. Nope. Oh, there it goes. Hey.
It just takes a moment.
It just takes a while. So I have my virtual terminals. So in virtual terminal 2, I'm going to load a root top.
So you want to kill the X server.
Whoa, that is a weird version of top. But that is very handy.
Oh, you've never seen it like that? I like it like that, to be honest. That's how it used to ship like that in Arch, but then they changed it and I'm very annoyed.
Yeah,
it's not in color anymore.
This is so much more useful than the other version because it actually has trees.
Yeah.
Kill, what is it? Startux is 1315, I think. Here we sig term.
$20 it won't work. Xorg is infamous for ignoring signals.
Okay, blah, blah.
You're gonna have to kill -9 it.
I just got to kill bash.
-9.
What do you mean -9?
No, don't kill bash. Don't kill bash.
Oh, I thought you said bash 9.
No. Okay, so get the PID of maybe I don't know StartX or something. And so actually quit from top.
Quit from top. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Just Control-C should work. And what you can do is if you do kill -9 and then the PID, it should actually do it.
Oh, so what?
-9 is like the sort of. -9 is sort of like the nuclear option.
Okay. My gosh, X. It's still running. It didn't kill it. Oh. Now it's gone. Top says it's gone, but it's still there? Huh? Oh, Kit. Best Arch wallpaper. If it ain't broke, break it. Oh my gosh, that is perfect. Okay. I'll be honest, I don't have much time left. I don't have much energy left. It's been 3 hours, 15 minutes on stream, but let's go a little bit longer. Let's see if we can
try and get KDE running at least.
At least. We didn't do any dev work.
So
let's at least get
that
KDE
kill
running.
Should have worked. Maybe StartX was the wrong choice. Are you sure it's not there in top?
Oh my gosh.
Oh look, a bit further down.
There's another one, 1337.
Maybe if you kill KDE. Maybe you start from the bottom, 1392 or 7, I think that is.
I'm gonna try killing.
And then it'll.
I'm gonna try killing the leet process here.
The leet.
Excuse the leet speak.
Which one is it? Oh, yeah, there you go. Sorry, the image is a bit blurry.
All right. Oh, okay.
You see, I feel like if you kill KDE, it's gonna just make the X server quit normally.
Maybe. Say kill. Can I do that? I should be able to.
Yeah, no, look, it's just orphaned it.
Oh, bah.
So yeah,
KD 805, K 1375. Let's hope that one behaves normally. Oh, maybe that might work. Oh, I got a message box. Hey.
Could not start KDE server. Well, you're
KSM server.
Oh, KSM. Sorry.
I have no idea what that is. Oh, hey there. Hey.
KDE has some smooth animations.
Whoa, fancy. Half of me wants to minimize this. I don't want to. That was a bad idea. That was a bad idea.
You might be able to alt tab, but if you've killed KDE, good luck.
Oh, that worked. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay.
And we're just back where we started.
Yep. Okay.
All right, just kill everything. Just do all of them.
Should I kill in
this
it?
Is an X. No.
Okay, that's killing
X.
it. Killing in it's a stupid thing, but oh,
is it 1338?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna try.
You might have to -9 it though.
can it just do sig kill?
I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. Oh,
I think it can.
Oh, there you go. That worked. If you go back to
switching
your
back to
virtual
my first
terminal.
virtual terminal gives me frozen screen.
Oh. That hasn't gone well. I think we've screwed this up immensely.
Since when does Linux Wii U not screw things up immensely?
I mean, we're not even on Linux.
Well, we're on Linux. We're just not on Linux Wii U.
Okay, try
Okay,
sysrqg.
Wait, you've forgotten. I have my backdoor.
Yeah, but I don't think there's much you can really do here.
Well,
Like, there's nothing else to kill.
things. I can kill. I think that.
Yeah, but there's not much else to kill. Really. Just use TTY2. No worries.
I can't get to TTY2.
Oh, have you properly frozen it?
I've frozen everything on my local. My only access is through SSH.
Okay, so I would try Alt sysrq R and Alt sysrq G. And maybe V as well. I'm just looking at all the things that sound like they might put the frame buffer console back.
Spam.
Spam?
Just start. I'm thinking I might just have to start spamming random sysrq keys and hope that they work. RGV, you said?
No, I said G was one of them. Try R. Yeah, R. Do R first, then G, and then maybe V. G and V sound like they'd do the same thing.
And that's doing a whole lot of nothing. Maybe because it's ignoring my sysrq, and maybe because I'm doing it wrong.
I don't know. It seems like the sysrq doesn't work at all for you.
Maybe it's because my keyboard's weird.
Maybe.
Do I have to use Alt?
Yeah, Alt sysrq the key. And possibly function as well if you've got a weird keyboard.
This finger twister.
You got like 4 keys to press.
Yep. Oh, kill all star.
Star.
Oh my. Help me with...
There is actually a sysrq key to kill everything except init.
Oh, seriously.
I'm still not sure what you ever use it for because init doesn't really gracefully respond to that.
So because I have nothing better to do and nothing is working, I'm just going to
I'm just
gonna kill all for the screw. I'm just gonna try killing all.
Okay.
It's gonna do nothing good, but
it's not gonna work probably.
It's doing a whole lot of nothing. I think I broke things.
Yeah, just reboot.
Okay. But hey, I can do at least I can do a graceful reboot instead of like hard killing it.
Graceful. Server unexpectedly closed the connection. Yeah, so graceful.
Yep, so graceful. But at least I don't have to corrupt my rootfs.
Oh yeah, that's fair. Honestly, ext4 seems to do pretty well with that, as long as you weren't in the middle of a file operation.
Well,
you can just like
I had to reload my Linux Wii U install a couple times.
No, that's fair. Oh, I've also found with Linux Wii U, something you can do to really help the speed of it is because we tell people to boot it off a USB flash drive. Almost all of the ones I've had are just awful. The flash drives.
Oh yeah, I've been running mine off of SD for the longest time.
So people are using SD cards, but I also tried an external, like a external SATA hard drive.
Like a hard disk. Oh, that's a good idea.
Even though it's only USB 2, it's actually working really well.
See, I actually have to use my USB hard disk for stuff, so unfortunately I can't do that.
Some people actually want to put games on those.
Well, no, like I have to transfer like files between PCs and whatnot, so that's why I keep that around.
Oh, yeah.
But if I had another enclosure, I would do that. Yeah,
I think the USB 3 drive is a bit of overkill there, Kit.
Yeah,
considering it's
a little overkill, but what? Okay, so
the console's only USB 2, and our drivers aren't the best. I do wonder if you could hack USB 3 into it, but it's not something I want to play with.
There's no. We don't even have PCI Express. You would have to like memory map a. You'd have to find the system bus.
I don't think it even makes it outside the die.
That's what
the
I
system
thought.
bus.
Do you want to do silicon surgery?
No. I'll put it on the. I'll bit bang the debug GPIOs. We'll simulate a 7-bit bus.
Oh my gosh! Don't even
And
mention bit banging.
It'll be fast enough to run a USB 3 controller at full speed.
Oh, that's lovely. Ping. Ping. Command not found. I kind of need. I should install ping.
That's kind of important to have.
Oh, that's already up.
It's already done it. Oh, are you guys going? Sorry, hang on.
All right, let's see if I can get ping in here. IP utils maybe? APK add IP utils. There we go. Ping 8.8.8.8. There we go. Now I have ping. Hey. Right. So, hold on. APK search. I'm just gonna get something easy like XIs. Nothing? Search, Gelix gears. Okay, so let me get the Mesa demos in here. I haven't heard about Cloud. Oh, well, yeah, Cloudflare has started a DNS service. I'm just a Google DNS guy by default. APK install Mesa demos. That's gonna APK add Mesa demos, which will take a while if this even works.
Oh yeah, I was about to mention Mesa. Good on you.
Yeah, it's just like
You
GLX
might
gears.
there might also be an XF86 package you need.
Well, for like, Intel, like let's see, what do we have? APK. This is going to be a mistake. APK search XF86.
XF86. Yeah,
That
there's quite
isn't-
a few.
What?
Okay. What kind of
Alas.
card have you got?
Ooh, this is all integrated graphics.
Yeah, but is it like
XF86
Intel?
yep.
AMD?
XF86 video Intel. That should work.
You see, my Power Mac integrated graphics is actually an old Radeon card, so you
Is
should
it
probably
now?
check that. Yeah, just run LSPCI and have a look.
Well, I know what's in here already. I just need to install
Oh, okay.
it. But I could I'll run LSPCI for the crowd. Hey, we got someone else watching. Hey. You've come to a really tired stream where we're not actually. This is supposed to be dev work, but we're just trying to get Linux working. Hey. Oh my gosh! I don't know if you can see that, Ash. Let me.
Oh,
blow that up.
that's just wonderful. It's on the live CD,
Oh my
so
gosh!
I don't know what to say to that.
If you can't search LSPCI. PCI utils, of course. APK PCI utils.
Oh, that's pretty
Now let's hope I
funny.
don't screw up APK and have to redo this entire dang thing.
Oh my god, and mine's just running off the live CD at this point.
Okay, so that's what I've got. Intel.
Okay, I believe you.
It's an Ivy Bridge system, which is surprisingly new and kind of nice, except for the fact that the rest of the hardware is breaking on me. Like all the like random display cables and whatnot are glitchy, and the original hard drive fell and from like a good 10-foot drop
Oh, okay.
because someone knocked it off of a lab bench.
That sucks.
Yeah, so there goes a 750 gig spinner. Oh well. All right. Let's see. What can I do?
I mean, this is a spinner disc. No big loss, hey?
Well, I had my. Can I use? Hang on. Can I use a Can I comment out in a? Hold on. Can I use comments in XNRC?
Yeah, it's just a shell script.
Okay.
I mean, the last line is supposed to actually be exec start KDE.
XX start
but-
KD?
Yeah, exec.
Okay, so
Because that like changes how the shell behaves or something.
okay, I'm just gonna put that in there just for the heck of it.
Ooh, maybe run an Maybe throw an exec xterm on the end of that as well.
Before GLX
No,
gears?
after it. Exec is always the last thing that runs.
Okay.
I think it like replaces the shell with something. Oh, that's assuming that it has xterm.
That's what I was just about to say. Considering this is Adelie. Oh my gosh. Okay. What is it?
Oh goodness, I don't think it's actually
WQ?
in there.
APK search xterm. Oh, what?
No.
Xterm.
Okay.
RxVT?
Well,
not found.
I think there might be RxVT Unicode available.
APK search.
Yeah, there is RxVT.
APK add RxVT Unicode. Hey.
All right, so you want to use URxVT instead.
URxVT?
Yeah, because the Unicode.
Ah. Let's make sure I can actually launch that. Can't display. Yep. That's exactly what I expected. Thank you. For once, something works as I expected it to. Oh.
I mean, fiddling around with Xinit RC is pretty standard stuff. It's always fun. You just run whatever you like.
Oh yeah, it's. So once you know what you're doing, it's not bad. Okay, StartX. Here we go. Host name, host not found. Oh, there we go. We have GLX gears running.
But not an xterm for some reason.
Well, because because GLX gears is probably still running. If it's a shell script, it runs serially, not parallelly. But if I kill this, I can't Control C.
Of course not. Try Alt F4.
That's a Windows thing.
No, most Linux programs suspect it too.
Oh yeah.
Or Control Q, or just random key combinations.
Nothing. Okay, so but I can't do this. So, root. At least doesn't do this. Okay, top. Kill 1351. Hey.
It's there. Woohoo! So now you can run stuff like GLX info and be like, "Ooh, is it accelerated?"
I think it is properly. Control X. I'm not sure if it's right.
Oh man.
Oh wait, I can scroll back. Yep, I think it's detecting my hardware graphics card.
No, but it could be software rendering.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to check. I think.
So you got to look for the vendor.
Ivory Bridge Mole! Yes.
Nice.
Woo!
Okay, KDE should work now.
Oh, now because we have OpenGL. Oh my gosh, you're right.
So you just exit that. Just
so
literally type exit.
Oh yes, and that shuts
down. That's how you're meant to quit Xorg instead of force rebooting the computer.
Okay, there we go. Okay, and it's coming out GLX gears because I don't need that anymore. Or go ahead, right quit and StartX. Fingers crossed.
Here we go. Oh, you might want to resize the catcher.
I was good thinking.
There we go.
Quark's red bar. Hey! Whoa!
Hey! Look at that.
Oh my gosh. It's running in 1080p, so it's cutting off everything on my laptop screen because my laptop's only like 1366 by 768.
Just look at the OBS monitor, I reckon.
Yeah, I'm just watching the OBS monitor.
Well, it's showing a logo.
It's showing a logo.
No, this is just on a random laptop. He's setting up a development environment so that he can work on the Wii U.
Yes, that's the thing. If Katie would not be this nice on the Wii U. Hey, whoa! It's so pretty.
I mean, it would look the same. It would just be quite slow.
Well, no, it requires OpenGL.
Yeah, but you can get Mesa. You can install Mesa software renders and stuff.
Well, I have the Mesa software renderer. It's awfully broken on PowerPC.
Yeah, that's true.
Actually, so you know what? Let me pull something up.
I almost want to try this.
Okay, let me pull something up. I'm going to take out my HDMI and switch that back over to Wii U.
Oh, hey, we're actually going to play with Wii U Linux, are we?
I'm going to show you a random
This is crazy. A Wii U Linux dev stream where we actually run Wii U Linux.
This is madness.
I don't know. I'm not sure how to feel about this.
Ooh. Witchcraft and wizardry? Okay, so that's not up. Is this keyboard still connected? That is. Okay, hey. So, welcome to beautiful HDMI capture. Not that anyone should have otherwise. Nudge, nudge, nudge.
Jeez.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
It was a freebie, man. I'm not gonna turn that down.
Fair enough. I mean, you never want to turn down a freebie. Okay, so I should be able to.
Okay.
I noticed you had
Catch is fine.
I noticed you had i3 Linux in. Oh, no, i3 Linux. The i3 desktop environment in one of your streams, and I was like, "Holy cow! A super lightweight thing!" And you actually got me turned on to this. It's.
Oh hey.
I really like it actually.
No, I definitely used it for a while, and I really liked it. I've only switched over to LXDE now because I make a point of just switching desktop environments occasionally.
Well, why not? Just have a bunch of
LXDE is great too, but it has got me absolute. i3 has definitely left an impact on me. I'm now absolutely addicted to things like Super Enter for a terminal and having D menu available and stuff like that.
Or also you can do things like, well, also because Super D is just essentially a one terminal thing that just kills itself. So if you just want to run a command in the background quick, just Super D it.
It's just, as I said, I can't really live without D menu anymore.
Yeah. So, this is FCEUX, the NES emulator.
Ooh.
And I have to swap my disc over to... I have to swap it over to my desktop machine so I can actually put a NES ROM on there. Give me a minute to go find my secret ROM directory.
I'm sure you could we'll get something off the Internet Archive.
Well, it could, but my internet connection's hooked up to Adelie right now.
Oh, no, that's fair.
And I have tons of random ROMs. Actually, no. This is really hilarious. You know where I have my collection, most of my collection of ROMs from?
Where?
You know, there's that thing like Amiibo Tap.
Amiibo Tap.
It was a thing on a Wii U where if you bought an Amiibo, you download Amiibo tap it to the gamepad, and they give you time-limited demos if you tap Amiibo to it of all like NES and Super Nintendo games. Turns out this is one of the first things I actually like managed to do when Wii U back years and years ago. I got it open, extracted the package, and lo and behold, there's just a bunch of standard NES ROMs.
Oh, that's wonderful. And so that's why you've got a bunch of them.
And Super Nintendo ROMs. So and some of them are like weird corrective versions. Like the Legend of Zelda has some weird stuff on it because it's modified.
Oh yeah.
Like, you know, it's like the GameCube version where it has the actual like say in English instead of the classy original Chinglish.
Right. Okay.
Or rather Japanese Jinglish.
Jinglish. Oh dear.
Okay. I should actually put this mouse to the Wii U. Da 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 da.
Da 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 da.
Haha. Mouse. Woo. So.
Ooh, that's an interesting thought. Kit reckons that Nintendo may have got them from like Emu Paradise or something.
That might actually be really funny.
They have the rights. They could just do that.
They could. Now, if some cracker put their signature in it, though.
I don't know.
Okay.
Like,
okay.
That's what no intro's for. So Nintendo can check that they have the best available dumps.
Fair enough. Okay, so I'm going to quickly make sure my config's like what I want it to be at.
Yeah, just show a game running. That's all we really need to see.
Well, no, because this will crash if I do the wrong thing.
Oh, okay.
Video config, enable OpenGL off. If you enable OpenGL right away and try to run it, it will crash.
Oh, that's good.
So this is just using FBdev.
See, I feel like
OpenROM.
I'm not entirely sure how much of this we can blame on like the. I'm just trying to figure out because OpenGL is wonderfully broken. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, lovely FBdev.
Oh, that's
okay.
Wonderful.
What is that? Hang on, let me get rid of that that gray box there. I don't know if that's an OBS thing or if that's a Wii U Linux thing. No, it's not Quark's red bar.
That's just
No, that is
coming through on
legitimately part of the output. Okay, Wii U Linux, you throw me a new one. You ready for this?
Yep.
Here we go. See what FPS we get.
Yay!
19 FPS.
You're in the wrong window, man.
Wrong window. That might help. And it's not recognized. Oh, right, because I have to use start. Okay.
19 frames a second.
19. 21. Hey.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this is fine.
This is fine. Boing.
Whoop. This is fine.
Cheating, cheating, cheating. He's using a slowdown.
Oh. But is it really cheating? Because your time will be slower as well.
Fair enough. But the in-game clock is not.
Yeah, but nobody uses the in-game clock. You'd have to be an idiot to do
getting
that.
it. Oh no, I missed it. Oh, but this gets even more interesting. Let me go video config. Oh, I have my scaling factors on, so I'm going to. If I scale it by 1, if I actually put it at 1 scale instead of 2 scale. Well, that leaves there.
Oh.
But now it's running at 50, nearly 60 FPS. There's 60 FPS.
I guess the scaling algorithm just sucks.
No, it's because you had to push that many pixels to FBdev.
I feel like it shouldn't be that massive.
I kid you not, it is that bad. Because you have to push the. Oh, where's my star? There's my star. Whee! So yes.
I guess nobody's really worked on optimizing the FBdev stuff, hey?
I died. This is what I get for trying to play off a keyboard.
Oh dear. That's pretty bad.
Also, watch this. If I keep wiggling the mouse around, watch that FPS counter. Adding entropy like that, it causes the FPS drops.
Oh no!
What? Let's see how low can I get it.
Oh, no.
35?
Oh, yeah, about 35.
Or so if I just keep spamming keys. Oh, drop. Okay, and this gets better.
Oh no,
So,
he's not going to turn on. Oh no, here we go.
Wait a second, what did you think I was going to do?
Turn on OpenGL.
Yes! Okay, so if you started with OpenGL, it crashes, but if you turn on the middle, this happens. Give it a minute.
Okay, I'm waiting. Yeah, that looks fine.
4 FPS.
Oh dear, that's wonderful.
Yeah, baby. Boing!
So I do have to wonder how much of this, like, where to place the blame here. How much of it is stuff in our kernel driver? How much of it is like the like some weirdness in like the Wii U's processors and stuff? And how much of it, I wonder, you gotta wonder how much of it is like Mesa being unoptimized for FBdev and, you know, like Debian compiling for PowerMac and having Altabec and stuff, because I feel like it shouldn't be this bad.
Well, I can tell you for sure. Oh, I missed.
You're running at 4 FPS. How did you manage to die?
That's a really good question. Well, no, I'm running at 10 FPS.
Okay, that makes it all right then.
That makes it all right. But yes, so I've known even on PowerMacs, the OpenGL Mesa software renderer is horribly broken.
Oh yeah,
there are issues everywhere because it's just PowerPC.
I think it's just because they haven't optimized for it.
Do I dare?
PowerPC.
I'm gonna go to video.
Oh no.
Yep, that's what happens half of the time. It just breaks. I mean,
you see, the way I see it, that is either memory corruption from like the sound card or something, or it's like Debian just not compiling their packages properly.
No, I guarantee you it's Altavec or
You
something.
see, because they shouldn't really ship out-of-vec packages.
Oh, but so many of them are Altavec.
Have you like looked into these? Have you?
I just find like a lot of the precompiled packages I end up getting Altavec illegal instructions.
Yeah, I know, but illegal instruction doesn't necessarily mean out-of-vec.
Well, it's in a lot of like the media stuff, which is pretty much guaranteed Altavec. If you compile it without Altavec, it works fine.
Okay.
Oh shoot! I was going to play.
So what does it, so I guess Debian is genuinely compiling with out-of-vec enabled, which is good.
A safe assumption, unless you're on Wii U or you're on a Mac G3. Because, like regular like iMac G3s have this issue too, where they will not be able to do it. Okay, but yeah, there's one other. I was thinking there's one other interesting demo I want to show everyone while I'm here, but I need to find some royalty-free stuff to do it with. Let me search through my hard drive quick.
Okay, this is really interesting. I'm looking through this Debian mailing list, and they seem to be debating whether or not to disable out-of-vec.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, it's like from 2017, which is weird because they're still using Google mailing lists in 2017 apparently. But you know, whatever.
What the heck? Okay, I'm gonna take a gamble that MPV can play Windows Media video.
Of course, the real solution here, if we want to get perfect stability, is to use Gentoo.
Because Gentoo, you have to compile everything yourself.
Yeah, you compile everything,
And
so
that's
they're going to detect. They're going to detect that there's no out-of-vec.
And that would solve SMP.
Well,
Because you're recompiling everything yourself.
Yeah, so you could just have the SMP just add an extra instruction with a patch GCC or something.
Yep, you just have to patch GCC or the linker or whatnot.
That's a good point.
Problem is, Gentoo is also annoying as heck for some people.
Oh, it's annoying as heck for everybody.
Even you.
I don't think anyone.
Even you.
I don't think anyone should actually use Gentoo unless they have like a really powerful machine where they can just compile GCC in under 10 minutes. I tried it on the Power Mac because it's like, oh well, this makes sense. You know, you can get all the most updated packages. You install GCC, you leave it overnight.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, seriously.
You have to. This is where cross compiling comes in handy.
That's actually a good point. I should think about doing cross compiling. I would be really interested to benchmark, especially on something like Wii U Linux, the difference between Debian and Adelie, because Adelie has.
What is the?
They use
how
like
do you even
Musel.
pronounce that?
Adelie. It's like the same name as the penguin. There's an Australian native penguin called the Adelie penguin.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
Let's see how. I'm just going to quickly look up how to pronounce that, because Wikipedia usually has word pronunciations. Okay, not today.
Not today. Oh. Okay.
Pronounce Adelie penguin pronunciation. How to pronounce? Oh no, how to pronounce Adelie YouTube. Okay, cool. This feels like an absurdly long video for someone saying a single word. Adelie, they said.
How long
Adelie.
is it? Adelie?
Adelie.
Adelie.
I doubt that. I seriously doubt it's Adelie. I see. I always go Adelie or Adelie.
Is there a related breed of penguin, the a weekly?
A weekly? Oh, haha.
Oh, okay, that was really bad. Okay, top. Thunar's not behaving, so kill 1862 sig term.
So I've been looking up, and there's at least 4 pronunciations, and they all say Adelie, and I'm like,
Oh
well,
my
just pick
gosh.
one.
Seriously. Ask the
Whatever.
devs what they call it. I bet you everything the
Ask
devs
the
want to.
Adelie Linux people, how do you pronounce it?
Okay.
You see, somehow I doubt that they've ever done like voice chats though.
Well, I know at least two. I know at least two of the devs are in a relationship, and
That's
they live
true.
together.
That's true. But I mean, like, they're still using IRC, so I somehow doubt that they'd like do dev-wide meetings or something.
Fair enough. Fair enough. VO equals. I think SDL is the only one that works. Okay, you're going to cringe at this. So MPV.
SDL.
Well, well, the directly rendering to X doesn't work because I'm still running a FBdev with 16-bit colors because RW.
And nobody thinks you'll ever be running 16-bit color. Why would you ever do that?
And I still have to do. RW told me what he changed. Well, I have to get 32-bit color back, but I need to go back and actually try that for myself just to see how much performance I gained from this.
I thought that they didn't have. I thought we didn't have enough memory for it.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Media root. Oh gosh. Don't question why this drive's called Reels. I don't even know.
It's for real.
For reals. But anyway, so Windows Media Video. I have never tested Windows Media Video on here, so for all I know, this could crash. This is just a random vid I have on my hard drive.
It'll be fine.
This is a random clip I had on my hard drive. Also, so I can't use the direct rendering because I can't directly render to FBdev because it complains about colors, but I can render to SDL, which
the thing is SDL even on like properly working hardware accelerated computers, SDL is like half the speed.
It gets worse. Usually SDL has a software renderer built in, but this SDL detects, hey, there's Mesa OpenGL. Let's use that.
Oh no! Oh no!
So this
you should be able to force it with an environment variable. Actually,
is there? Oh, I seriously hope so. That's true.
I've seen it happen.
Shoot, did I? Shoot. I hope yes, thank goodness. For a second, I thought I forgot to mute. For a second, I thought I forgot to mute the capture card and it would just start spitting out junk.
But it's like already I would be complaining about it going dun, 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 dun,
well, no, because
dun,
MPV tends to use enough memory that it will overwrite that buffer and just start in your face.
All right.
But yeah.
No, I would have definitely complained about it.
Yep. Oh, fair enough.
Maybe it's not. SDL.
So it's not bad. It's just
it's not colored quite right. But...
Oh yeah, it's anything that's going through Mesa just completely screws up the colors. It's awful. Believe it or not.
Okay, so you can actually set the video driver in SDL.
Oh,
so
how do you do that?
If you set the environment variable SDL_video driver in all caps. By the way, your
okay, let me kill this quick.
screen cap is going bad.
Is it?
No, if you set SDL_video driver, you can set it to like a bunch of different things. There's like X11.
Remind me again how you set the environment variables.
The way I like to do it is I like to say env space, then I set the variables with name equals value. So SDL video driver in all caps.
$sign?
Oh, no cash.
Yep.
No dollar. No money.
Video _ driver or just...
No space, just driver.
Is there...
equals... I don't know. Let's go FB con. There's also direct FB, and I'm not sure what the difference is. No spaces in any of this. No spaces, no space. And then what you know? No, don't hit enter. Don't hit enter.
Shoot!
That's all right. Just go back up, and then I put a space, and then I put the command in, which sets it only for that run. Only for that run.
Good.
That's kind of neat.
Okay, well. FB con?
Yeah.
Let's try.
On some shells, you can leave out the end of a bit, but otherwise it's not.
Yep. Now SDL complains. that it's FCL's probably complaining about the colors.
Okay, so try direct FB. Because there's like a whole list here.
Yep, SDL and it failed.
Okay, maybe it's because you're running under an X server.
Nah, well, here's the thing. Even if I do...
No, because it's not going to be able to access the... It's not going to be able to access the frame buffer directly if you run a X server.
You're breaking up.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Okay, let's try this. And deal.
Sorry, my hands fell out. I don't know what's going on. I'm not like using any more data or anything, but suddenly the connection's falling over a bit.
I can't hear you at all. You're...
Okay.
Okay, let's try this. SDL and it failed again. Yep. It just doesn't like doing that without... OpenGL is the only way it will save it, and it's also creative device. But also... Okay. So I can also do this. I'm going to switch over... Alright, so I'm going to switch over OBS to showing my center screen. I don't need you seeing my videos. It's super secretness. But let me start up VCX serve. So I'm going to quickly make a PuTTY session. That's fine, Ash. Just do what you can. Yep, good old Australian internet. Oh, that's... Oh, that's right. I can't do SSH because I don't have USB plugged in. Actually get internet. And let's try this again. What is Discord doing? Is Discord trying to reconnect? My video's connected again. Let's see. Let's check over on HDMI. Do we have... It's 174 this time, okay. Okay, so let's... So I'm going to quickly SSH into the Wii U. Actually correct the IP. I should really give the Wii U a static IP. Potential security breach. Herder. Alright, I'll see you later, Ash. Yeah, gotta love Australian internet. If you can, stick around for this little bit. I'm going to quickly do a funny demo. So, here we go. MPV. So if we do MPV, VO equals, I think it's... what is the VO for or frame buffer? I think it's just FBdev. No, shoot, I forget exactly this. I'll fill that in later. Media root, reels, SMB crop. Now I'll be give me a second. I need to look up actually what the correct MPV output modules. I keep grabbing the wrong mouse. What am I doing? Video output drivers. I believe it's X11. That's right. That's the one that works. So let me switch OBS over. So, oh gosh, I keep grabbing the wrong mouse. I'm bad. So what you are seeing right now is my desktop. I'm SSH'd over. And that is the next server running behind it. With any luck. So, technically you can play videos like this. It's not very good, and it's very, very slow. But I'm just playing the videos over X tunneling. And with that demo quickly done, we are heading on 4 hours on stream. I've been doing way too much. I think I'll leave it here, and maybe we'll actually get something useful running next time. Alright. Thank you for the few people who are still here. I think it might just be you and I, Ash, so... But if there's anyone still here, I will... If there's anyone else still here, thank you for watching. I've been CompuCat. Ash, Quirky Awesome, joining me for a lot of it. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you sometime with some actually useful things. Alright. Good night.